And we're live by Saved by the Dice does Broken World. Let's go. We did it. We're live.
We're amazing.
We did it.
Hello everyone. I am Jeff. I am a dungeon master, and this is Broken World episode 60, getting the band back together. With us today, we have, starting from the right, let's go to... Oh, Ren.
Hello, my name is Jasper. I play Rin Valkyrie, the Blood Hunter ASMR, who starts the introductions every week. She's in Order of the Mutagen. She likes scimitars, and she's in Sigil right now, and it's real fun times. And her best friend is
Scimitars and dimly lit areas.
perfect. I mean, you're not wrong. Lyndon.
It's me. I'm Thea, and I am playing Lyndon, the Wood Elf Druid, riding the high off of that talent show win. This band he totally started, and ready to do some city exploring. Let's go Korgrom along for the ride.
Hey everybody, I'm Stepnet. I'm playing Korgrim. I am a mountain dwarf warrior that is still investigating this group and figuring out whether they're actually good guys, bad guys, or whatever, and still waiting for them to turn in stuff like they're supposed to. The main one that I'm thinking that's holding us up is Barnaby.
Yeah, I'm Claude, and I'm playing Barnaby, and I'm the worst because I don't trust dwarves, and I can't get Zoom to work. So just deal with that. At least we can all see each other in spirit. I can still look at this video and see Remy, but you guys can't if you're watching. Viewers.
Aww.
You're missing out.
I'm playing Barnaby the Bugbear Ranger. It's great. He's got a Vorpal Greysword, and he cuts people's faces off. But at the moment, he's just here in Sigil, chilling with the one person that's been introduced. I wasn't paying attention. I feel like it might be of Metra. Let's try to get him to work.
Welcome back to Planescape Torment. I'm playing Metria, Child Sorcerer. And today we're apparently going to either go to hell or die trying. And probably most experienced with death is Shade.
Hello everyone, I am Sterling. I'll be playing Shade, the half-elf, slightly dead boy. And we're on a mission from God today.
I would use the term God very light.
Okay, have none of you seen the Blues Brothers?
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
I don't get movie references!
God damn.
It's not our fault.
I'm
From a place where there are no VCRs.
Jasper was deprived.
just for that, the first place that has clothes, we're buying everyone a really bad hat, sunglasses, and a string.
I was just gonna say I actually don't have a TV, but you can see it right there.
So, who wants to tell us what happened last week?
We went to the talent show.
We won the
we-
talent show.
Mhm.
That's all that matters.
That's it. Nothing else
And
happened.
then we met Beasleby,
I think we won the
aka
talent
Nala, aka Poloni, aka there's too many Beaslebees in this goddamn Faerun.
I think one's too many. Fucking God.
Yeah. We found out some good information about him. He's gonna help us after he got really angry at a Balathe. I mean, it's the same.
She kind of had it coming.
Yeah. My cat's eating trash, so 1 second. Stop it. Thank you. What else happened? Oh, the Legion Assault came because Beasleby made a Balathe mad at us. We're in Let Loose the Hydra. Now we're in Limbo.
Sigil.
No, we were in Limbo, and now we're in Sigil. Or, as Matt Mercer says, Sigil.
Speaking of which,
I'm playing
You
Matt
guys-
Mercer this week.
kind of fall into a big pile at the top of the staircase. I would like everybody to roll me either an acrobatics or an athletics.
What were you going to say? Roll initiative.
Fuck!
It's always a good way to start a session.
Come on.
Everyone in the
No!
front with that 29. And be at the front or the back. Jeff is
I'm
the
just going to
I'm
point
just
out that
gonna-
I rolled a 1, and I'm somehow not even in the bottom half of this part. Well, now
Shut up, Shade.
Double proficiency.
I'm like a cat. I land on my feet.
Just the worst.
Okay,
Let
I got
someone
so
land on top of me.
Rin and Metria, you two kind of just face plant straight into the stairs and kind of roll into a heap. You
Oof.
don't really take any damage, but it's pretty embarrassing.
What about natural one
Rest of
boy?
you, yeah, the natural one is going to fail as well, so you will also take a tumble. But with your double proficiency and such, I will say that you don't actually like end up too much the worse for wear. You're just kind of sitting at the bottom of the stairs by the time it's over with.
I'm actually going to do a vaudeville stand-up at the end.
Nice. But everybody else managed to keep your footing and kind of braced yourself and as the world went upside down, topsy turvy for a moment. And yeah, you find yourself just in this stairwell, and there's an alley beyond, and you can smell all sorts of barbecued meats and such wafting through the air, as well as kind of weird smoke and maybe some brimstone.
Wait, so Sigil's still like thriving?
It seems to be a city.
And okay.
But Nalia, he walks down to the bottom of the stairs and he kind of peeks around the corner a little bit. And he turns and looks back at you guys and he says, we are in an area of the city called the Hive. I need to retrieve some things. You and yours can entertain yourselves for a little bit, yes?
Okay, yeah, as long as we don't like set anything on fire,
Yeah,
I suppose that's.
we'll be fine. Now you sod off.
No, Bart, no. No.
Fine, we'll improvise. He's got
Says,
We could perform here.
he's got
We could
whiskers
like.
on
No, we're not
Yeah, we're going
performing
on
anymore.
tour.
Okay,
No!
yeah. Give a French horn.
We need to
you
start
can
spreading
advertise
our
as a comeback
brand.
tour even though you've only performed once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is there anything we should know about this place, Mr.
I will-
Nalia?
I haven't been here in over 100 years. It seems that the wheel is still spinning, as it were. There are various factions. Quite an exhaustive list, really. Probably too much to go over right now. But if you see anyone who looks authoritative and very spiky, I would suggest you avoid them. Also, if you see a lady who has a lot of blades sticking out of her head, I would also avoid her. She looks at you, you may end up killing yourself by eating your own intestines or something horrible.
I have a
Sounds like
call
something
who these-
Barnaby would do.
I just try and recall if I've read anything about who these individuals actually are and like how we should go about avoiding them and stuff.
Swordhead lady.
Roll me an Arcana check to see if you know of any swordhead ladies.
I know all the swordhead ladies.
Okay, so you have heard of the swordhead lady. The main thing that you know is that basically she is a very powerful entity. And she is also the reason why the city of Sigil is known as the Cage. She never leaves the city, but apparently she is pretty much all powerful within the city. She often will punish people by putting them in mazes, where it's like you essentially can never find your way out and you just can't bother anybody anymore. You're just all by yourself, stuck in a maze.
That's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, so
Rick
don't
falls
piss off the
down
swordhead
again somehow.
lady.
Ow.
Alright, so don't piss off the all-powerful swordhead lady or get stuck in a maze. Got it.
Ooh, let's just not talk to anybody. Actually, no, that's out of character for Rin. Rin would go up to the first person and try to fight them.
I can't.
Try to bite them?
Fight.
She's a vampire. Surprised you haven't noticed.
Sorry.
I can't think of a scenario where you'd want to go up to a swordhead lady and chat with her. Outside of the city, would that still be a good idea, or is that always that's always like low priority, right?
To be honest, until you told us about the intestine thing, that sounds really cool.
Well, the last time I was here, there was a pretty well-connected individual who was attempting to bring about order in Sigil without actually antagonizing the nameless lady that I will not speak of. And I don't know how that went for him. So we may be in some sort of crazy police state. Just something to
What's
keep in
his
mind.
name?
He would be Duke Rowan Darkwood.
Oh, look, another Duke.
Hey, Lyndon, you want to become a duke?
Nope, never
I'm
again.
gonna try and catch any arrows flying at Lyndon.
Anyone who wishes to could make a history check,
I will do so.
because this person is originally from Faerun.
Fuck.
Demons? Yeah, I'm better at than this at Metria.
Oh, I know him.
Wow, we're all terrible.
Except for me.
So
I should
Lyndon,
not
you've
sleep in
heard of this
classic.
guy. The story of Duke Rowan Darkwood from a Prime Material perspective is a pretty sad one. Basically, he was one of a coalition of nobles who basically ran an army for a king many, many years ago. Well, not many for you, about, pretty sundering, about 200 years ago, though. But he's a human. And he was renowned for being a tactical genius and extremely well-versed in politicking. And essentially, one day he had a wife and a couple of kids, and everything was going well. And an entertainer showed up and offered to perform, because it was the middle of a blizzard and he needed a place to stay. So the Duke let him perform, and the guy did his performance and everything. And whenever he left behind a deck of cards. And the Duke, not thinking twice about it, just, gave the cards to his kids to play with. He's like, here, you guys can have this. And yeah, the kids accidentally summoned a demon, which essentially killed his entire family, and he hurled himself from the tallest tower of his castle. And that's the story of Duke Rowan Darkwood.
I hate
So-
when that happens.
The fact that he's here is, you're just like, wait, that dude's like dead, and it's like a horror story. What the hell?
I mean, we are in some kind of hell plane, so.
I don't think we're... Is Sigil a hell plane?
If you want to get really technical, and now, yeah, he kind of just waves the hand and creates a minor illusion of what is essentially the cosmology that, as it is known. One moment.
These dang magic people.
Mhm.
So, hopefully this doesn't look horrible. Give me 2 seconds. See if I can find a better image of this.
1,
Shush.
That's fun, Jasper.
Yeah.
3.
I will destroy you.
I'm gonna go and just. I mean, it's been 6 seconds, right?
Yeah, it's definitely been more than a round.
Alright, I'll just throw 2 attacks at Boba Boulette.
No! Don't fucking do it!
As soon as you take your eyes off him, like,
I mean,
I don't know where he's gone. I think he went off to a farm up north to play. He's got no space to run around up there.
I had a good image for this.
You look a little upset.
Rin, do you have leashes for these pets?
Bubba's trained, actually.
I think that now we're in a
I have a
city.
leash
They're
for
gonna want them to
Barnaby.
be on leashes.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about James! James trained. James is good boy.
Do you remember that time I said we should set Jane free and you were like, no, I'm going to look after him forever, and then you abandoned him?
Oh, I still have him! He's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Ren's emotion. Wow, James is Ren's emotional support dog.
Is James still about?
Yeah, he's with us.
How did that happen?
Okay.
Cause I took him.
Okay.
He's in my inventory.
How dogs work.
Wow.
That's not where he
I have a
goes.
place to put him.
Where's Remy? Ah, he's just in my backpack.
Dita has a baby Bjorn.
So this isn't a good image, but this is the best one I can find on short notice. But if you look in the very, very center, like basically all the planes surrounding this central plane are like your heavens, your hells. You got the astral plane, the ethereal plane, pandemonium, limbo, and so on and so forth. All kind of forming a circle that's based on the alignments, like from lawful good to chaotic evil, right? And then in the center, you have the Outlands, which is essentially a true neutral plane of existence. And in the center of that, you have this huge spire that rises up a literal infinite distance. And then atop that spire, spinning around like a giant donut, is Sigil. You are here in the universe right now.
Jeff, I think I found a better photo. I'll just throw it in Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, can't quite see the bottom ones on there, but it doesn't matter. We were at Sigil for now.
That's it. It's this planescape thing, right?
Essentially, the idea is that he's illustrating that you are literally at the center of the universe right now.
One of the most neutral of neutral places.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure the center of the universe is wherever Lyndon currently is, but I'll.
That's really gross.
Yes.
But sure, Sigil is important too, I guess. So if you've got business to attend to, we can just do whatever we want, so long as we don't look at a spiky woman. Yeah.
Essentially, yes. And
Oh, are people here figments of your imagination, or?
no,
No, the-
Okay.
no, assuredly not.
Just like is pulling out his sword. He goes, no. Okay. Alright, fine.
No, these people are real.
Alright.
He points to the south to sign. It's right by the number 4 here for this tavern, and it is known as the Prince of Pints, and he recommends it if you are looking for some place to rest or something like that. It's pretty neutral.
Did we get our full long rest? Pardon me.
think
No.
so?
No.
No.
I'm just going
No.
to where he said to go.
After the talent show, you did not get your full long rest, though.
Oh shit, those 7th level spells.
I know, I need those back. Let's have a nap.
You have a pint.
Are we going to like meet up back here when you're finished with whatever you're doing then?
Fantastic.
Why
Okay.
don't we just meet at the tavern?
That's what I
And
said.
then, and then he awkwardly kind of walks with you guys in
Oh shit.
the tavern because you're
Alright,
heading
bye
the same
then,
direction.
And then for like 5 minutes we're still.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like trying to walk ahead of you with his head down, like he doesn't notice you're there.
Fine.
See you later. I get. Oh, God, he's still. Then he like comes back after 5 minutes. Oh,
I don't know where we're supposed to be going.
Prince of Pints over here.
I go the other way.
Boop. The areas that you're passing, there is an All Faiths temple, like I was describing earlier, that you pass by. There is a essentially a flop house. It's like the kind of place where you can pay 3 silver and get a rag on the floor to sleep on. Essentially, it's a mix of fairly high-end shops and things like that, and pretty low-end entertainment. It's kind of odd. But as you enter Prince of Pints, you are welcomed by a pretty damn glorious looking tavern, the likes of which you haven't seen, since like Burdusk. It is a pretty eclectic mix. You're not sure exactly what the time of day is here because there's no sun to speak of, but it is pretty well lit outside. And it's a fairly sparse crowd. There's a dwarf that's kind of sitting off by himself. And you could hear a pretty raucous, what sounds like a poker game or something going on in this side room over here. But the people that are speaking within are speaking in Celestial.
Celestial?
hmm
What are they saying?
They're talking about the basically you get the idea that there's a poker game going on.
I understood all the swear words. And
That's what
nothing-
Yeah.
I taught Lyndon.
Yeah.
No, Lyndon's like half proficient in Celestial now.
I think my sheet says, I can tell you.
Well, because
It says Celestial and then in parentheses, kinda.
yeah, that's how Rin is with Elvish.
What are the doors like on this tavern? Is it like saloon ones or no?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. I just want to enter and have a tumbleweed go by behind me. Have a few notes, or I'd pull down my hat a little, just walk in and look at whoever is the biggest bitch in this place, and stride up to him.
The guy playing the piano just stops.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All the
Yeah.
floorboards.
Can
Everyone looks up.
I like minor illusion the sound of a lonely hum?
Yeah.
The dwarf that's sitting drinking by himself belches a welcome, and the bartender appears to be a minotaur.
Corgi, what does that mean in Dwarvish?
Means he has gastrointestinal problems.
That's dark.
Means he's in a good place.
I'll go up to the Minotaur and order a Moscow Mule and I don't know, a bunch of gin and tonics for these lot.
The racks of bottles that you see, there are several different shelves. One of the shelves is a very, very dark, almost like burnt wood, and you can see like, bottles of like red glowing liquids and such sitting on it. And another one's kind of like very shiny and pretty, and it doesn't look like it's real gold. It's probably brass, but it's very shiny. And there's like these very ethereal looking decanters of like misty liquids and such.
Can I try to?
There's a bunch of stuff in there that you're not sure you would be able to actually drink, but there is a very, very broad selection of normal alcohols. Pretty much anything you could think of is here.
Can I try to figure out what one of the shiny potions is with my alchemical tools from far away?
From far away, no.
Is
You've
the
never been to an
ethereal-
angel bar.
Is the ethereal absinthe drinkable or no?
He says, "Well, yes. And for about 10 minutes, you will be one with the cosmos.
Okay.
But
Sold.
all right." He says that will be 3 gold.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah, I'll mark off 3 gold for some intense ghost drink. Ghost
Do you
drink.
actually drink it?
Yeah.
All right.
Bit of time to
So
kill while until Nalia comes back. Sure.
you take the drink, and like the bottle is just sitting on a shelf. It should be room temperature. But whenever it first hits you, it just goes down ice cold. Like so cold that you can't even really taste it at first. And then you just you start to feel this warmth begin to spread from your belly, and it just kind of engulfs your entire form. And to the rest of you guys, he falls dead.
Oh my god.
I don't like
But-
that.
For 10 minutes, you are astrally projected. You're like basically standing over your dead body currently.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna put my hand.
Would I
through
recognize what's happened?
the
Because I
through
did like.
bouquet. And then through Rin. And then, I don't know, just start spinning around. And then just sort of lay on a table. And then punch the
But yeah, so you guys,
I didn't like that.
he basically takes the shot, has time to make like a comment, and then just falls dead.
I mean, would I know if he's dead or if he's astral projecting? Like, is that the sort of spell that's been going on?
Ooh, it's great.
Minotaur says, hey, if you guys want to be able to talk to him, I got some other stuff I could sell you for 5 gold.
No, I like
Is
the
he dead?
silence.
Is he dead?
I'm not dead.
I'm not a wizard. I don't know.
Would I know?
He'll be back in a few minutes.
I sit down
I'm gonna sit down.
with all of my animals.
Yeah, Barnaby, everything is
Yeah.
doing like the whole like gray, misty.
Whoa,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
try
see like color pools and stuff,
try and
and
focus my mind and contact Florian and see if I can get a message to him because he's a. Surely that'll work. I'm gonna try and focus the totality of my psychic force. On this,
Roll
on this
me-
vine creature. Try and affect him somehow.
roll me a Go ahead, roll me Arcana.
Okay, here we go. Take that.
Okay. So, Lyndon,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like the vine around your arm kind of tighten a little bit. It doesn't hurt or anything, but it just kind of tightens and quivers a little bit. And all of you roll me perception checks.
Just haunting a plant. I've got nothing better to do.
I don't care.
Just don't care.
So the windows are really filthy. It's very hard to see out of them. But
Oh.
Corgrim and Lyndon, as you're both looking out, you can see just like a couple little tendrils of vines just kind of grow up over the window just a little bit, and like the leaves just almost kind of scrape the glass just a little bit. It's just moving slightly.
You'll look at Florian and be like, "What?"
Florian,
Don't know
You
what's
kind
going on.
of
dude,
the
you're the worst.
the emotional impression that you get from Florian is that he is home.
Huh?
This isn't gonna bite us in the
This
ass
is
at
his
all.
happy place.
Indeed. This is where Razorvine comes from.
Oh, that's great. It's just his family kind to say hello.
That's what we want, right?
But yeah, the infernal and the celestial stuff. There's like liquid pain. There's the stuff that's literally called liquid courage. Basically, it's all emotion based. It seems like it's like you guys pretty much saw a coatl that was literally distilling karma. So, you get the idea that these are just distilled emotions, and some of them you kind of shudder to think how they were harvested.
What's the Minotaur's name?
The Minotaur's name
I
is.
just go up and I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's your name? What's up?"
His name is Kelpo.
Kelpo. Wow, what does that mean?
I don't know.
It's nice.
I didn't mean to type sim.
Ah!
No!
Sorry.
Luca comes marching in. And he's just like, "No, not today."
Says, yeah, my name is Kelpo.
Kelpo. Okay.
You
Do you
What
have
is
like
the-
water? Like for my dog, my weird looking dog. Points up Boba.
He looks around at you, the rest of you, and he kind of settles upon Lyndon because Lyndon looks smart, and he says,
Ah!
she knows that's not a dog, right?
I know it's not a dog.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm insulted that you'd consider that I look dumb.
Okay, fine. Do you
It's not an
have
elf.
any water for my very hungry vor creature? Holds him up.
He says, yeah, I got some stuff here. Hang on.
It's not gonna be poisoned.
He goes in the back, and he comes back with a bucket of water and what appears to be essentially, you ever see like Peking duck when it's being prepared?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just the skin and like the head's still on it and stuff.
Can
Yeah.
I?
He has something that kind of looks more reptilian than bird, but it's basically been treated the same way.
Can I check for poison? Not that I don't trust him, but
How you gonna check?
well, I can eat anything if it's poisoned or not. So I want to see his reaction if I drink or eat something.
He says, we have a menu.
I feeds to Dream and Baba.
It didn't seem to be poisoned.
Did it taste good?
It tasted pretty good. You'd imagine it probably would have tasted better if it had been properly prepared.
I can't be poisoned or diseased. Food poison don't affect me.
I didn't say it did. I'm just saying it might have tasted better if it was properly prepared.
I'm putting in my notes. Ate a weird lizard duck.
Yeah, it pretty much gave you an impression somewhere between like snake and turtle.
Ooh.
So, like, what does the liquid pain stuff do? Like, where does it come from? Like, what does it do to people who drink it?
Probably causes them pain.
He says, "Well, do you really want to know?"
I mean, I'd like to know without having to drink it, but yes.
Well, there's these creatures called larvae, and
Mhm.
the fiend types, they tend to use them as a trading commodity. Basically, it's a representation of a bad soul after it's been
Ugh.
scrubbed of mind and body and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they take those things and they stick them in this little box, basically, and they shove this electrode kind of into one of its orifices. I don't know what you would call it, but they do that, and they just basically torture the crap out of it until all this goo comes out of its mouth. And then they put it in a bottle and drink it. It's pretty gross.
So, any fun rumors around Sigil nowadays?
Says, well, other than the curfew and the occasional search and seizures, you know, it is what it
Why
is.
are those a thing? Just so, because we're just tourists, so we want to make sure we don't break any like laws.
Well, you want to look out for the Harmonium and the Mercy Killers.
Harmonium Mercy Killers. All right.
The Harmonium, they've been real active for a while now. We've kind of gotten used to it. They let places like this continue to exist, provided that we don't cause any trouble that spills out into the streets. But there's a lot less folks than there used to be from places like the Feywild and such. Hardly ever see a demon around.
So no fair demons. So no fair demons.
Indeed. Pretty much anything that's too undesirable for the community.
Ren just points at herself. It just looks at everybody.
Well, you know, you ought to be fine, probably.
I don't know if they take regular monies here in Sigil, but I give him a gold coin.
He looks at it, kind of rolls it in his fingers, and he says, "Oh, okay, so you're from Faerun. That's cool."
Yeah, I don't. We didn't get a stop at a money currency thing.
That's fine. We take gold of all types here. But yeah, you folks be careful out there, huh? Did you actually want to get a room and rest here?
Yeah, I'll probably have to like start dragging Barnaby somewhere.
I'm
yeah,
just gonna...
after like 10 minutes, Barnaby just snaps back to consciousness.
Okay. I'd started flitting off to the nearest bureau de change. Snap back. Yeah, I'll take. Oh fuck! I was just getting some.
Yeah, your eyes are so freaking like every mucous membrane is just dry.
I pour some holy water in his eyes.
No.
You won't like that.
The opposite of that. I just smack her in wherever she is. I can't see. I just hit everyone, whoever's close.
Oh, so you want some whiskey straight to the eye? Ah, gotcha.
Do you have any acid?
Don't pour acid on me. I have feelings.
Can I? What? Who are the people speaking Celestial?
There is a closed door between you and them.
Ah, man. Kelpo! Buddy!
Hmm?
Who's in that room?
There's a card game going on.
Who?
It's a couple of divas and some adventurers, I think.
Okay, I'm not going to mess with that. Okay.
Rude, have you ever thought of a bad idea and then not done it? Go and play with the divas and lose your soul. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not pure enough for those bitches. Let me make a wisdom save.
I'm gonna tap the bar.
Oh
twice.
yeah, no, I'm not gonna. I'm
I'm gonna
trying to get as much information on. Ooh. Darkwood whispers into Minotaur's ear. What's up with him?
He says, everybody loves Darkwood. Roll me
That's-
insight.
That sounds fake.
That's an insight. Right there.
Seems legit. Never mind.
Real inciting this boy.
I use that natural 20 instead.
Minotaur.
I'm pretty sure he's saying the truth.
So he may have rolled his eyes a little.
Alright, so everyone's annoyed at Darkwood. So same as 100 years ago. Is he still alive-ish?
I don't think anybody's seen him in 10 years at least.
That's
Last time I saw him, he was looking pretty old. But he gets around on his own.
humans, am I right?
Yeah.
You
But,
are right.
If the records are true, he's something about like 210 years old.
He's a 210-year-old human.
Mm-hmm.
What's
That's what
I
they
mean,
say.
we could live that long.
Yeah, what's his policy on another one of those ethereal things?
Don't give it to him.
You don't want to do more than one in a 24-hour period, mostly because it'll get to the point you might come back and your eyes are all shriveled up and you get blind. First one only lasts like 10 minutes, second one lasts an hour. After that, it's pretty much forever.
If astral projection
So
lasts
then-
24 hours, please contact your doctor.
So, do those need to be ingested, or
Oh my
How does that-
gosh!
how does that work?
Yeah, you gotta drink it.
Hmm.
You put them up your butt.
Well, I was thinking poison.
Suppository.
Can you poison someone with whiskey? If you put on a blade and stab them really hard. Just like
I mean,
that.
it's like a glowing kind of ethereal blue smoky liquid. It's not very subtle.
I mean, we could.
It wouldn't mix in well with most things.
Does it turn just people ethereal, or can you like put it on like a
But if I
blanket?
stab somebody with it,
Can you make an ethereal blanket?
I don't think you'd be able to get enough into their body with like a stab.
if I stab them a lot,
While we're having this stabbing conversation, is anybody watching us?
They're the dwarf that's been sitting there the whole time, but you can't really tell if he's watching you or if he's watching something else because his eyes are kind of going in two different directions. He looks pretty drunk.
Same.
Corgrim, go and mingle and chat him up or whatever you do.
What are you talking about? We have been for the last half hour.
Have you got anything out of him, or you just knocking him back?
Well, what do you say to him, Cor?
Oh no, the conversation's been as it has been.
Okay.
He's there enjoying his
Stand
space.
next to
I'm there
him.
enjoying my space.
Nice. That's how dwarves do.
It's dwarven policy.
Nice.
Yeah, you're not even 100% certain if you notice that you sat down.
Yeah, you don't interrupt a dwarf. A drinking dwarf, I suppose.
If he was wanting to drink with you, he would have already brought you.
I feel like if he tried to walk, he'd just fall over.
Which
Cor.
is, again, why you leave him alone.
You've been sitting there a while, so go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. No, everything fine.
Okay. Well, the rest of you guys don't.
Yeah, I think we need to find a place to rest, don't we?
Yeah, just gonna go to sleep. Get a little bit hammered and go to sleep.
Can I eavesdrop on the Devas?
Sure.
I sit outside the door and listen.
I mean,
It's-
it's rude, but you can.
When has that ever stopped Barnaby?
That's
Nobody
true.
can see me. I'm hiding.
So, roll me a perception check.
Well, I'm not good at this. Do I hear all the swears?
You hear a lot of swearing, but the one word that keeps coming up is boon.
Boon or boom?
Boon. You never hear
Boon.
any mention of gold being played for. It seems to be playing for boons.
Oh man,
That's
I want
fun.
to. Oh man, I want to play.
Get yourself a boon.
Oh, get me a boon of eternal life while you're in there.
Oh no, go
Pick
fuck
that up.
yourself.
Do you think
Can I
that's an
knock
option? Should we, Linda? Do you want to go play for a boon?
I'm not telling you guys
Ah,
this.
okay.
Can I knock on the door?
Yeah, but I mean, everybody will see you knock on the door.
I wouldn't go in there empty-handed if I were you.
Knock, 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 knock.
Hey, bartender.
So,
How
Mhm.
many's in there?
think like 3 angels and 2
Uh,
not
just-
angels.
We'll get her a round of whatever they've been getting.
Oh, I thought you meant like stabbing, and I wasn't gonna do that. But drinks, yeah, whatever they're drinking, I'll buy.
Okay. You get kind of a slight sickening feeling in your stomach as you see him pouring what appears to be that liquid karma stuff.
Did you know that comes from snake throw up?
I don't even ask anymore, I'll be honest with you. I've been here about 10 years now. Don't marry a wizard. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not
Hey.
planning on it.
This is
Okay.
our perfectly good people.
So, whenever you knock upon the door,
Oh,
this fella
my
opens
bad.
it.
Oh, hi.
So I'm gonna go in holding the tray of drinks and be like, and Celestial, hello, sir. I heard you like card games.
He says, if it's worth playing for. And as he says that, roll me an insight check.
I'm rolling really badly today.
You get the impression, like, whenever he says that, he looks from you to an angel that's sitting at the table, just like kind of. You notice, like, you've seen Celestials before. You've seen Ivalithé whenever
Yeah.
she's angry, and she gets kind of like this, angry aura around her, just like glows and stuff. And the angel is sitting there, and he's kind of clutching this the steel mug, and you can see that his fingers have kind of imprinted into the metal of it, and he is glowing like a freaking bonfire.
Ooh,
And whenever he says that, the glow intensifies further.
did he lose?
No, not yet. He just won't play for the stakes that I wish to play for.
And what are those? I have alcohol.
He says, well, then you might want to freshen him up.
I give him a little cup of karma.
The 3 angels, 2 of them appear to be identical twins.
Ooh.
They both have the heads of dogs, but they seem to be completely identical, just like every single bit. And the angry angel is roll me either religion with advantage or arcana with advantage.
They are the same, so I'm not smart. Oh,
So you get the impression that the other angel, he looks human, and he definitely seems like he's probably a higher tier of angel than the other 2, but you're not sure exactly. But yeah, the guy says, if you wish to play, you can certainly try to talk them into it. He says, I was merely trying to play for the idea of being ageless.
oh, see, my friend was also talking about that a while ago.
What happened?
Barnaby just busts through the door.
What? They're speaking in Celestial, so I can't, but yeah.
The angel says, and I told you I can't grant a boon like that to someone who hasn't done something that is going to be considered worth it by my god.
Who's your
It's a directed
god?
messenger of their power. Says, my god is Helm.
Oh, hammer dude.
Where's Cordy when you need her? She's all about Helm.
I know. Well, I was just seeing what you guys were doing because I haven't met a Celestial in a long time. That wasn't terrible.
Oh, you hear that? Are you going to let this poor girl go out of here knowing? And
But also, I don't know this guy either.
The Celestial kind of narrows his eyes and he says, if you were any kind of actual believer, you would give the information freely. To which the human says, well, unfortunately for you, I'm not that much of a believer. This is my terms. It's how it is. If you wish to play for it, you can play for it. Otherwise, you can just give me what I want. at least this way you have a chance.
Okay. Mr. Eye Patch Man. I don't know your name.
My name. What is its current name?
His current name.
Mr. Ivan.
Fletcher.
Fletcher. Wow. Okay.
Fletcher.
Fletcher. What if, instead of putting your life on the lines for cards and immortality, you just did something like really cool and heroic, like stop another world ending? Neat.
I've done that once. It didn't really get.
Oh shit.
Once? You don't know any wizards that have anger issues, do you?
Show me one that doesn't.
Rin just stay silent. Or that ended the world?
Are you going to play? Yeah, he's looking back at the.
Can I have been casting like comprehend languages while all this is going on?
Yeah,
Ritual-
absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you guys all saw Rin go into this room.
Metro, do you have...
Rin sits down.
I don't have tongues. I can understand what they're saying now, though, because I comprehend their languages. So.
Pretend like you have tongues and cast it on me. It might work.
That doesn't work.
They might start speaking German when they see you trying it. There's like a placebo effect thing.
I pretend to cast tongues on Barnaby.
Okay.
What do I roll for that?
I'll just pretend like it's working.
Yeah, I'll sit down next to the angry angel.
Ah!
Mm-hmm. The angry angel looks at you kind of oddly. He says, have we met before?
Have we?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, that's a 24.
He seems to be looking directly at your eye.
I put a hand over it, and I'm like, nope. I just switch my bangs.
He's like, turn around, do the quick little head twist.
I just shake my hair and then just like try to move it to the other side. And I'm like, I don't think so.
Huh.
But now the black guy, the dark guy is showing it. It's like, the name's Rin. I'm a tourist with my group, my band, Mirage Arcane. We just won a talent show, and I just want to play some cards.
The pair of Hound Archons, they kind of like they had cards sitting in front of them and stuff, but they just kind of push them toward the middle, and they're like, "Look, we got nothing in this. We just kind of want to see what happens here." And they get up and just kind of like stand and lean against the wall. But yeah, you got your comprehend languages up, so you understand what was being said. Do you tell the others, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the others that Rin's playing for some kind of spoopy.
I don't think Rin's playing. Rin just wants to play cards. I don't think she's bet anything yet.
I'm just saying, like, she's in this game for some kind of spoopy boon or something with this creepy guy.
Ooh, how about this, Fletcher?
Well,
if I
the
win,
guy is basically trying to taunt the angel into actually.
Okay.
Fletcher, if I win, you have to tell me about you and you helping save the world. And
What,
if you
play or if you win?
if I win, if I win,
My name is Rin.
You're already that.
oh, perfect.
He says, very well, I think I could arrange that. As he kind of, he definitely, he like looks you over, but it's not like in a particularly creepy way. It's more like he's just kind of assessing you, just, you know, by the way that you're dressed and stuff.
I think Rin's still wearing her crop top leather armor that says Mirage Arcane on it.
Guys, as she's playing to
Wow.
find out this guy's identity.
Okay.
We didn't have time to switch my glamour leather armor, okay?
It takes an action.
Oh shit! I thought it. Okay, never mind. Rain's still wearing it because that's what I said earlier.
It's fine. That's way that
I mean-
the Hound Archon stood up.
Like we had no time. Everyone's like,
Pretty sure we're all still dressed as a band anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all yeah, we're a traveling troupe of entertainers of all planets. So let's
Oh,
play
really?
some cards. Fletch.
is anybody else trying to get in on the game?
I kind of want to play, but like, I don't want to like lose my soul or anything.
Metro, what are they betting for?
I mean, at the moment they're just betting for like to find out this guy's backstory so that she can like, and the creepy guy wants to get the angel guy to play so that he can become immortal or something.
Oh, can
He's
I do that
not
one?
creepy. He's kind of hot. No.
That one.
Just waiting for that for getting
Rin,
information.
that one. Rin, I'm gonna sit down
I
and
haven't
Rin, that one. Tell me.
No!
Yeah,
You're
that one.
drunk.
No. Yes. No. That one.
You don't even speak Celestial, Barnaby. I say in Celestial.
Fletcher.
I'll translate.
Fletcher.
But you here, fuck.
I also heard
Uh.
Celestial and Barnaby.
I'll translate. I can speak like all languages for an hour, but I can't say them myself.
Fletcher switches to common and says, "How can I help?"
Jesus Christ.
You said you really wanted to be ageless or like not die of old age. Is that the sort of thing we're betting for here?
That's correct. I find that I am pretty much at my peak, and I'd like to stay that way.
Yeah.
Kind of fixes his hair a little bit.
If you could work me into a deal, that'd be great. Well, is this guy not letting you bet for that or something?
He
He
doesn't
says-
deserve it yet.
He says that he can't do it because he might get in trouble with the boss.
Oh, really? I'm just gonna give him a dirty look. It's be like, oh, I see. He's one of those angels.
Rin changes
Yeah.
her glimmer leather armor while they're talking back into her normal
That's pretty
set.
disappointing. Nice tuxedo, Rin. That's pretty
Thank you.
disappointing. So is this like one of those angels that get like castrated when they ascend or something? What's the deal?
Oh my god.
No, we're not
Barnaby.
doing this.
This is how you
No.
This is how things get done.
The Hound Archon simultaneously are like, and the angel looks at you and says, "And you are?"
Barnagivliot Renbull, hero of the realm of Faerun.
No?
Super worthy. Done miraculous things. Worthy of ascension. Killed so many demons, it's ridiculous. Killed a lich and a minotaur that
The
was
Lich killed us.
harassing the populace, then I killed the lich.
Rin.
Please. Don't undermine me while I'm chatting to the ballless angel, please. It's embarrassing for everyone involved.
You're embarrassing everyone.
Basically, I cut the head off a Hydra who was a demon, and
It
a bunch
grew
of
back.
other things. Stop saying, Bryn, please.
Bethany is fine.
He tilts his head and he says,
I,
"So you're a hero then?"
I mean, I broke a few pacts with, I don't know if I could say this, with Zariel and Gratz, and, you know, I'm soon going to journey to hell and, you know, stop their plans, that kind of thing. So I suppose you
Splendid.
could call me a hero, if you, I know, of the sort, I mean, I don't like to give myself titles. I mean, Christ-like is probably a bit too much, but...
Roll me a persuasion check, flat. I was going to give
After
you
all that
advantage
work?
until you started bringing up the Jesus thing.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad. He says, "Well, Fletcher says, well, how about it? I mean, this guy's a hero, and if I'm just
True.
playing, I'm just playing."
I'm just going to pitch in and say, I think like I don't always say like much about what Barnaby's done because I haven't traveled with him for that long, but I think that like he and Rin are like super powerful and like, have done a lot of impressive things in their time.
And
So I
good, right?
And it, like Rin is like basically like the chosen one of like someone else, so I feel like she's got a very big role in like the cosmos as it is.
Roll me a persuasion. That's a little better. He says, very well. Says, alright, but we're not doing this with cards. I think you cheat.
God damn it, I love cards. Barnaby,
Rin just wanted to play cards.
I just wanted to play cards.
I'm gonna say in Goblin, Linda, do you want to be immortal real quick? Sit down. We could be immortal. Probably.
I'm already pretty much immortal.
Yeah, but like super immortal.
I want you to be immortal.
Okay, alright.
So,
I'm just here for moral support.
is anybody else trying to get in on the game?
Oh, can you?
I want to play.
Can you do enhance ability? I don't know. Cards?
No, we're not cheating.
That's not cheating. That's a magical boon. Moral
We're not
support.
cheating.
That's
We
not cheating.
play
That's a
like
spell.
men.
That's a.
I want to
Angel.
play.
Ren, you would know for sure that angels can just discern lies. Like,
What?
it's not even a roll. They just know when you lie.
Yeah. Barnaby, he knows everything that you said.
Yeah, he knows everything that I said was.
Every untruth.
I would hesitate to say that anything I said was an outright mistruth.
Yeah, it was all bullshit.
I have looked into his heart, and I believe that there is potential there.
It's pure
Yeah.
something. It might not be good.
I think that's like cholesterol.
Ren drinks something. I don't know.
Anyway, I like to
But,
play.
The angel finishes his drink, and he takes out what appear to be 2d6s,
Oh.
and he drops them into the cup.
Cubes.
And he says, we are going to settle this with a very simple game of
Show what?
Chohan.
Oh, I don't know what that doing.
It's from.
Anyone who is playing before the dice are rolled, you while they're being shaken, you basically bet on either odd or even. And for purposes of this game, you're going to type it into the chat, right?
Okay.
And I am going to roll the dice in the tower,
Yeah.
and you can bet one of two ways. You could either bet on a particular number coming up on the 2d6s.
Mm-hmm.
So you could bet on like a singular number, or you can bet on odd or even coming up on the total of the two dice. Pretty simple.
Okay. Can you bet
So-
one or, and then the other or something? I can't remember how it works.
No, you can only bet one
Okay.
way. But it's basically, to all appearances, just a coin flip, actually.
Mm-hmm.
He says, we will play 3 games. You win 2, you get your prize.
Oh.
You win 3, I might throw in something extra.
I literally just wanted to know this guy's backstory.
I want
Oh,
to.
you'll get your chance.
Yeah,
Are you going to play?
Yeah.
Super angel
Alright.
powers though.
I already.
Even.
Can I play for Barnaby? Like if I win, he gets my prize, or is that not allowed?
No.
Okay, then no, I'm not playing.
Okay.
You can still play for yourself though.
I'm good.
You might get the third
Ah.
super boon. There we go. Ooh, odd.
Oof. So Rin and Metria, you are up 1 game.
Oh, I thought odd was like it was odd. You you'd rolled.
Nah, I rolled 4,
Yeah.
so it's evens.
Okay.
All right, so bet again.
Four. Oh.
He's
I was like,
betting
that's
for.
not how you roll
One,
dice.
Oof. Metria's up 2. You're already in there. But if you have inspiration and you wish to spend it, I can reroll one of the dice for each inspiration spent. However, that's going to apply to everybody's rolls.
Oh, I might screw everyone over.
It might screw everyone
I'm
over.
gonna press the inspiration button. And use it. Ignore that 6. Odd still.
Okay, so you're rerolling the 6.
Roll the 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Wrecked.
Oh!
Ah.
So It's still even, but Fletcher got his 4. So he got his 2 wins. Because whatever you bet on a single number, you get double the bet.
Oh shit, so it's me and what's his name?
Yep. Unless somebody else wants to spend inspiration. $5? Okay.
For the double thing, yeah. That's the only way I can win now.
Fletcher just kind of sits back like the cat that ate the canary. Oh, I just rolled 5 dice like an idiot.
5.
Yeah.
5 dice.
5 on the brain.
Oh!
I got 2.
That was clutch.
I have 3 though. Oh,
So wait, did you win every time? Oh wait, Metri
Yeah.
got all 3.
Metri got all 3.
Did Rin get odd and then 1?
So
You might still
Fletcher
hear his
says,
backstory, though.
You know, I don't get it now because you guys ruined it.
We didn't ruin it.
No,
He won.
you just said you're playing.
Oh, I thought I said if I won.
No. You. He asked you. He's like, do you if you win? You said no if I win, or something to that effect. But it was like basically, I got the idea. It was if you play, but you kind of. Like, yeah, I didn't throw the NPC in to just like walk out. But the angel is not very happy with this situation. And he says, all right, it will take a little bit of time to process, but you'll know when it happens. He
okay.
looks to you, Metria, and he says, I am going to give you this. If you misuse it or try to cause any kind of inconvenience for me without the best of reasons, I will do what you ask, and then I will cut your head off. He puts like a very simple, it's just a brass ring on the table.
Thank you
And
very much.
essentially, this ring will allow you to summon this diva once.
Ooh.
It's basically like, what's the one where you, the binding thing?
Summon planar ally or something, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, it's basically that, but it only functions once. But you, for an hour, essentially get this thing to serve you.
Yeah, you can have an angel just do like, oh, build me a fortress real quick, and they do.
Thank you very much. I'll use it for good, or at least for the purposes of Helm, which I'm still not entirely clear of, but thank you very much.
Yeah, Rand's just gonna sit at the bar and wait for Fletcher.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
the angel kind of just storms out, and whenever he goes out through the saloon doors, he kind of breaks one off a little bit, and it's just hanging on one hinge. And Kelpo's like, thanks, come again. Through gritted teeth.
Jerk.
Goes over and starts trying to fix it.
I'm gonna go and,
And,
chest bump Lyndon. If he's into that, I don't know if I knock him across the room and I'm like, apologise, help him out.
Like,
I'm sorry, I was so pumped. Did you see?
I didn't
might
see.
Be immortal. Hopefully, I might die in a month. Don't worry about it. It'll be great.
So Fletcher comes out, and he sits down at Rin's table. And he says, so what was it exactly that you wanted to know? He seems very pleased, but like pretty much as soon as he actually got the number, he was done. He didn't even bet on the third thing at all. Like he had no care about getting a favor from the actual angel.
Well, you said you were part of the group that helped stop the Sundering,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a possibility there's going to be another one. So I'd like to know how you did it and who you were with.
He says, well, my role was of the utmost importance, of course.
Uh-huh.
But it's all very secretive and hush-hush.
Yeah, I'm really good at keeping secrets.
I'd have to kill you if I told you.
He just takes a dagger and him, just slams it into the table, and just like, mm-hmm.
Says, why do you want to know so badly? What is this about another sundering?
I just have my own information that if I told you, I'd have to kill you. It's not so fun, is it,
Well, it
Fletcher?
seems we're at a bit of an impasse.
I just like to know if I'm going to get killed in the next, 50 years. Because some death god's gonna fall out of the sky.
Well, I really wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know what sort of friends or enemies that you make, but I can assure you that those who sought to make a death god fall from the sky managed to fail. As I say, I was an integral part of that entire operation.
So you help make it fall?
Not exactly.
Can I insight him?
Yeah.
Nope. So I'm rolling like shit today.
Change that dice color.
I've changed it 4 times.
Oh, jeez. But,
Can you give me any useful information?
he leans over and he whispers to you. You should be very, very mindful of your surroundings when you are in the...
In the sigil?
Mm-hmm. And then he very cheekily, kisses Ren on... and just hops
Ew.
up and begins walking toward the door.
Can I check to see if he took anything?
Roll me a perception check. So it takes you about 2 or 3 rounds before you actually see it. The rest of you guys just see him kiss Ren on the cheek and then just stroll out after he whispered something to her.
Why did he kiss you? Did you flirt with him or something?
Ren, it takes you a little bit before you realize that one of your, 6 sheaths is missing.
Wait, what am I what?
Your swords.
Uh-oh.
I will let you roll randomly for which one because you have very many.
I have 1, 2, 3.
He's taking the luck blade. He wants a wish.
I have my 3 scimitars and my fish's green sword and my dagger of venom, but that was in my hand because I was carving swears in the table.
Yeah, dagger of venom is fine. So roll a d3.
How do I roll a d3?
/die 1d3. Okay, so what was the first one?
Well, according to my inventory, that's my fucking luck blade.
Doesn't that figure? So yeah, you're like looking around, and you're feeling around, and you feel blades in all of your sheaths, and then you actually look at them, and you realize that one of the sheaths is just a completely normal sword inside.
Bryn runs out of the fucking tavern.
Do you say anything, or do you just run out?
Very angry.
Wow, she must really like that guy.
Just, if I was a barbarian, I'd rage right now. I'm losing so many
roll me a
swords to
perception
this.
check. Roll me a perception check as you run out.
I thought you only had a thing for drow.
Jesus my inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely you can.
Never fucking mind.
Oh my god! Oh no!
That's a wonderful hunted chance.
Do you want my inspiration?
No, because you guys are going to say it's useless for her to get one of her best weapons.
No, that was a good sword.
It's a sword.
It was magic.
Present. It'd be
So as you
heartbreaking
run out,
if you'd lose that, maybe, but might not.
Yeah, no one cares about Red anymore. So I'll just chase until I find him.
well, as you run out, you see that there is the main thing that you managed to notice is that there are a couple people that are cursing and looking back behind them, and it is from a southerly direction.
Yeah, you guys can take your long rest if you want. take a point of exhaustion. Okay.
And whenever you get to there, go ahead and roll me an investigation roll.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So, the only thing you really notice is that, like, as you get around this corner, the foot traffic seems to have stopped. And whenever you get to about here and you're able to see around this corner, you see what appears to be Fletcher. This. And you also see appears to be. I thought I set this up as a counter. Showing. Sorry.
Who is this sneaky hooligan?
You see what appears to be several warriors, all of them wearing extremely large helmets. They're kind of like the Heiser helmets with the big spikes on them, but the spike actually has like a flag waving off the top of it. It's like a bright yellow plume kind of thing. And they all seem to be dressed pretty much identically. Thought I had set up an encounter for this, but it did not take. I'm just going to throw. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened. What are the rest of you guys doing, by the way?
I told them to take their long rest. It's fine.
Chilling.
Shade sees Rin run out and is going to follow her.
Gordy wouldn't be in any situation running after much of anything.
Can I even use
Flip.
my other scimitar right now? Nope,
There we
I'm not attuned to it.
Do you need to be attuned to it?
My vengeance one, yeah.
Nalia's not here. Yeah, here, Nalia. Okay, so you round the corner, and you see Fletcher kind of standing with his hands kind of raised to his sides a little bit. You know, he's just like, And this group of men in identical uniforms are basically have him stopped, and they're like, "So, Fletcher, we understand you've been indulging in gambling. I believe that's going to be some time in the stocks for you." And he kind of looks past him to you, Ren. He says, "It's none of your business. Move along."
No, it's definitely my business. Do I see my sword?
Yeah, you kind of see it sticking out of Fletcher's, like, you can see it beneath his cloak. It's like stuck in the back of his belt.
I would like to grab.
Okay, roll the initiative.
Oh shit.
Okay. And okay. And Shade, go ahead and roll me initiative as well. This guy. One step up. And swing once. Yeah. Okay. So you see him come in, and he basically tries to rip one of the blades off of his side, because he also has a rapier as well. He hasn't seen the scimitar yet, but he fails to do so. This guy, you see him just kind of step to the side, and he barks an order, and the three people with him, like the other three, just immediately fire simultaneously. 2, 3. All right. You miss a hell of a lot, though.
Oh,
Shade.
these guys kind of suck.
Well, they're just like low-level harmoniums.
Okay, so that's what they are?
This is the equivalent of 1 star. Yeah, you know, Dahlia told you to watch out for the guys with the spikes all over.
Oh.
Okay, do we actually have a grid here?
Mm-hmm.
I can't see it all that well then. Okay. Okay. So he can get to about there. I'm assuming he can't see around the corner.
No, but you definitely like.
All right. Oh, that's what. So bonus action dash to cover that last 2.5 feet because why not? Gonna peek around the corner and hold an action to blink in if anyone goes after Rin. Or
Okay.
otherwise takes a hostile action against her.
Sounds good.
And I'll send Anaris up invisible for some top cover. Just to see, or, just give us a little bit of advance warning if anybody else comes around from some of the other.
All right. Now these guys are going to take their actual attacks. And they move one here. Here. Just past to here. Yeah, this grid is garbage. Sorry. Lord. So many bad rolls. Okay. So, it's Fletcher's turn. And Fletcher kind of glances behind him and sees Ren.
And her tiny 5'2" ball of fury.
Ren.
Hello.
He is going to take an attack. Not on you, but on somebody. And I need you to roll for me either perception or sleight of hand, whichever is higher.
Slide. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Okay. Actual. Just use scimitars. Okay. There we go.
We have the same decks.
Okay. And then Rogue bullshit. Yeah. Alright, so essentially what happens is Fletcher plucks the sword from behind his belt as he spins and kind of throws his cloak out. And as he does so, he slashes one of the guards across the arm, pretty much just like laying open an artery and just causing him to just spray blood. And simultaneously tucks it back into your sheath, Rin. And he just kind of gives you a look and says, "Looks like you're in it now, huh?" It's his turn. There he went. Ren.
And is still very angry. Even more now. And the guy is right in front of her.
Ah!
God damn it! I want to hold a seance to see what spirits we've angered.
I don't fucking know what spirits I've angered.
There you go.
Is that the right one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh.
She
yeah, you
just
cut him down
completely
quick.
forgot about Nyla's warning and her
Oh,
fury.
oh no.
You kill innocent guards for no reason. Ah, swords exist.
Oh no.
So he goes down in a heap. He's not like dead, but he's down.
And I can actually do this with my mobile.
Right.
Actually, no. I stay right here. I want to stay.
Okay. Lynn and Barnaby, you're still in the tavern? Hasn't been any explosions or anything yet.
No, we wouldn't have heard slashing.
Ben's
from,
doing?
80 feet away, or whatever it is.
Alright. So the captain looks to the other leader type and he says, "Go fetch some more. We've got some troublemakers here." And he... He basically runs this way. And he is just blowing a whistle as he goes. This one is going to step to here. And he gets advantage.
Wow. Could they see for a rogue lad? Oh, there we go.
Flat. And hits him with a dagger. Oh! Oh, shit!
Nice. Champion fighter over here. In disguise. Just seeing Doug's actually getting punched. It's not like a joke anymore.
I don't know why they want to fight me right now. Stop.
They want to get in on this brawl on the streets of Sigil.
It's a riot, the street. Shade.
Alright. Just checking some ranges here.
If it's a W, that means they're unconscious. Winning.
Winning.
Will bleed out.
Yeah, we'll bleed out. Whining.
Yeah, just sure. Just on the ground going, "Oh guys, really hurt my knee."
Alright. That unfortunately is not gonna work. But this will. Shade will blink to there.
You could end this whole man's career right now. It's already low health.
I can't believe we're fighting the guard.
Yeah. Keep a look
Oh,
for
God.
you guys.
And then with his movement,
Well, that one's not getting back up.
Yeah, he's instant death. That's not whining.
Get-
That's
get to there.
Oh no. I should have kept disguise self.
And miss.
I mean, you haven't done
Right.
anything wrong, disguise self. You don't need to.
No, I'm just like so I can pretend I don't know you.
Yeah, fair. Oh wait, have they still got the Mirage Arcane jackets we made on? Because that might implicate
Yeah.
all of us. They're wearing the matching blazers. We're fucked.
I know Ren changed out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vin changed. We're fine.
Shade's still got his saxophone slung over his back. It's like no.
So yeah, that's what I got for now.
All
Oh my
right.
god, look at these renter cops over here.
Fletcher. He is going to bonus action to disengage. No, actually, action to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 to there.
It's too much heat for him. He's just gonna leave you guys high and dry after you've murdered 2 people already. I love it. Oh my god.
He's a rogue. I'm sorry.
I know, I love it. It's like, hey, your actions have consequences. Oh, and Fletcher's actions have consequences in this case, but for us.
So all 3 of their eyes just simultaneously turn on Ren at this point. And I was going to rush up and try to tackle you. Ren, roll me acrobatics or athletics. And beat 15.
Oof, there it is.
Nice! Holy shit.
Use that dice.
So, as the situation sinks into your brain, like the adrenaline coursing, you just throw this dude off of you. Your turn.
Okay, he made me mad because he touched me.
Oh.
So I'm gonna well, just all the stops. Oh shit, 1 sec. Let me target myself. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. No, it's not. No, it's not. Wait, no, that's right. So 151. Okay, 16. Crimson right. Gonna do Order of the. Let's do some lightning. I haven't done that. On my luck blade. Oh, I should wait. Oh, I'm attacking myself. That's why.
You hit him.
Shouldn't-
So, I'm still targeting myself.
No, you got it right now. And you hit him with the 24.
Yeah, you're good.
Luck blade. My little boy.
I think either of those would have hit him.
Heavy, but wait, there's more. Lightning 4. Oh,
Oh, you're gonna blood puppet to make him kill his best mate as he goes down.
you know what? I am.
Love it.
Nice.
A blood
Oh my
puppet.
God.
He has to attack his city watch captain.
Is it
Oh
a
my
saving
God.
throw or?
It's not a saving throw. I don't think. Let me check.
No, I think as someone goes unconscious as a reaction, you control their blood to
Yeah.
make them have one last sort of spasming attack against someone else within.
Yeah, they
range.
get one more attack. So
I mean, he's 7.5 foot away or something. I think he's probably in range with these messed up squares.
All right.
just for
Yeah.
fun.
I'll say he can lunge for it.
I mean, he's falling and dying as he does it. So.
And I have one more attack. Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
that
that's
should
fair.
have been at disadvantage.
Wait,
hang on.
Oh yeah, no.
I think it's 12 plus. That's
There we go.
And I'm also gonna attack him.
Wow.
Oh, I kind of wanted you to flank with your corpse. I don't know if you can, but it would
I don't
be a
think so.
cool image.
It's okay. I got a 19.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, that's it. I can't use it.
That was a good blood hunter turn there. That was full on.
That was sick.
Lightning.
So Lyndon and Barnaby, go ahead and roll me perception checks because you guys are right near the door.
Oh, right, yeah, it's just them who's near the door.
I'm good.
Okay.
Pissed.
So, Lyndon, you notice that Fletcher dude just go darting up the street at a high rate.
Oh, I think we should pursue.
Why?
That was the guy that Rin was talking to, and now he looks like he's up to no good.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
What should we do? Just go and kill him or what? Just go and...
I think we should just follow him.
Alright.
Okay.
Pass without trace us. Have we done that today?
I don't know. I think
No.
I don't think so.
You could do that as your action.
So I'm gonna do that, and then we can follow him sneakily.
Go sneak after him. Yeah. Oh, do you want us to roll initiative, or should we just be in that order? Because that's fine.
Go ahead and roll initiative now. 'Cause
I'm not on the.
Yeah. We're at the end of the actual initiative.
Yeah, and plus.
Oh, I got a 20.
Metro's been.
And I got a natural 1.
Okay, so Lyndon, you is the firstest.
Uh-huh. And I'm very sneaky. I got 28.
You are very sneaky.
Oh,
And I just want to follow him as quickly as possible.
Okay. What's
I
your
don't know
movement
actually
rate?
where he is. It's 35, and I guess I can dash, so 70.
70. Okay. So yeah, you could easily catch up to him. Right. Like it's not his turn yet, but I will say he's moving fast.
Am I like all the way caught up to him, or just like close?
It looks like you are about 40 feet away.
Okay.
You could reach him,
Which one?
or you could get past him.
Yeah, it's on the map there. I think you can get next to him.
Because you started out like right here.
Give him a hug.
He looked like he was moving faster than I could move.
He looks like he would be able to outrun.
Okay.
I think you've got an ability called Wild Shape. I'm not 100% certain.
You can just fly after him?
And then use his action to dash.
Well, that's what I don't know. Like, if I don't reveal myself and just keep following him, will he eventually outpace me? But if it looks like he will, then...
You rolled really well for your perception, so yeah, you could definitely tell he's moving faster than you.
Okay. I don't want him to get away. Maybe I will actually fly after him.
It's like whatever sigil birds there are, I guess.
Well, something fast is what I want.
Yeah, like I mean, a swallow's faster than a bloke. Even.
So then I won't dash, because that'll use my action, but go to, like, here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's as far as I can go normally.
Okay.
And then wild shape into a fast bird. And I'm gonna in the shadows somewhere. Why are you taking pictures?
A peregrine falcon or something.
Yep.
Yeah, you could easily shapeshift into like a hawk or something. And
Bird.
pretty fast.
And I'm just
All
gonna
right.
track him.
This guardsman is going to disengage.
Remy.
Action. 2, 3, 4. That's
Why are you like that?
Barnaby.
I'm gonna follow Lyndon as well. I'm not quite stealthy. I rolled a terrible stealth. I only got a 20, I think. So I can keep pace with him though. But just in case he starts really bolting it, I'm gonna as my action cast Long Strider on myself.
Okay.
I can't remember how long Strider lasts. I think it's an hour. Yeah, it's an hour.
Yeah.
So I can run 80 feet this turn, and then from then on 120 feet. So I'm pretty sure I'll be able to chase after him. Or just
Yeah, that's
sneak
exactly
around.
his.
Yeah, I should be fine. Yeah, I can actually keep pace with him, and get to right there and hide behind the corner as a bonus, and then from then on just chase after him, trying to stay hidden. I think I should be able to keep up.
So whenever you teleport in and swing on this dude, he almost swallows his whistle. And like you see him kind of turn to face you, and he pulls out what looks like a ceramic disc and just kind of holds it out in front of him and just snaps it in half. That's his action. And he just kind of has this like smug look of defiance.
Oh, finish. Oh, shit.
So nothing appears to happen?
Nothing immediate. You're stealthing along with like this perfect stealth, and then you're like, a quarry, good. Start chuckling like the predator.
He always whispers under his breath and says some fell prayer to a bugbear god as he casts shit. It's all instinctual and quiet, I imagine.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Alright, well, we're in this, so we're gonna finish. Blink to there.
I was unlucky on that damage roll.
Yeah, well, geez.
Yeah.
And rolling a 2 and a 3 for my 2 secondary attacks. Lovely.
God.
Bonus action just kick sand in his face or something. Damn.
Okay. What was y'all's stealth?
But Lyndon did really well. I only got 20.
Did you add pass out the trace of that?
I did. I rolled terribly. It was.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 2 plus 18.
Ugh. So, as he's moving, he kind of just glances behind him as he sees like a shadow move out of his eye. And Lyndon, you see it very clearly. Barnaby, he has his back to you, so you don't really see it.
Mm-hmm.
But he just kind of like pushes one fist into the palm of his hand, and as he brings them back apart, he just kind of splits into two different identical beings. Mm-hmm. And the both of them, I guess it's not going to let me do that. Damn it. I was trying to put a second one on there, but basically one of them continues to move down this way.
Yeah.
The other one runs straight to the wall of this building.
Wait, would I see that happen?
Roll me a perception check. One
Okay.
runs straight to the wall of this building and just climbs straight up it, like without even slowing down.
Okay.
Would I
I'm
have
clearly
seen
going to
this?
follow that one.
Would I have seen this happen?
And yeah, Metri, you just saw him split.
Was it a spell?
It was not a spell, but
Okay.
actually, roll me a religion check.
Oh, great, because I'm really good at. I actually have +3, so it's okay.
And Lyd, you could roll one as well. Actually, you may have heard
Religion?
Yep.
Not great at that. Oh.
Okay, so you've both heard of this. They're not exactly the most common of clerics, but you've heard of clerics who worship trickster gods being able to basically create an identical image of themselves
Okay.
that moves completely independently.
We just don't know which one is real.
Tita, what are you doing?
Exactly. That's his turn.
Okay. So I know he's an NPC and he can do whatever he wants, but did he like action, duplicity, and then bonus look for us and run off?
He basically did action, invoke duplicity, and then he did movement of 40 down the alley, and the other one did movement of 40, 15 to the wall, and then 25 up and over. Technically, they could both bonus action to dash if they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could move duplicity as much as you like. I don't know. It's an illusion.
I think it's like either 100 feet, something like that. It's a pretty long distance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for this anyways.
But I think it only matters where you create it at. Like, I could think you could create it within a certain radius of yourself.
Yeah,
After
it's
that,
got to be
doesn't-
like within 30 feet of you, and then it can just move. It's like a spiritual weapon. It just moves your movement or something.
Yeah. I've seen like a player basically use it to distract like a guardsman that was trying to, while he like calmly went upstairs and got his stuff out of the room and snuck out the window. So Ren, you are ripping into this person.
Yeah. That's my action.
All right, Core Girl. You want to make a perception check, see if you notice any of this BS going on? I think you might be. Metria.
Oh, shit. Would I? Okay, I'm gonna move to. Get to here. Is there any way for me to tell which one is the illusion one?
Short of casting True Seeing or something, not really. It's not like somewhere you can make a perception check.
I mean, if you put a firebolt through one of them, but
Yeah, you could
also-
shoot at one.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to
Okay.
cut. Yeah.
I don't want to tell you what to do. Like, don't kill him.
I mean, that was my plan. Like, my only real options were to
Yeah.
if I can't do it this time, I'm just gonna just start killing them, and I'm
Cast
going.
Disintegrate, it's the only way to be sure.
Yeah, if you make. If
I could do that. I could do
The
that.
illusion doesn't breathe, and neither will the real one.
I'm going to, with my action, I'm just going to cast.
Easy poppies.
Fuck it. I'm going to cast Crown of Stars. I'm just going to throw one at that guy that I can see.
Alright. So roll me a hit roll.
Shabam. Oh shit.
So it whizzes past him.
Fuck. Oh, well, that's my turn.
Boba is going to continue to be made fatter by
That's fair.
Lyndon.
I'm following the one that went up the building.
Mhm. You in birdie form?
Bird form. Not a whole lot I can do except follow him currently.
Okay.
You can see.
I got your stuff. Alright, so you are flying after the other one. As you do so, you would notice that this is not the only flying creature in the immediate. And
We're gonna have an air battle.
it's not. You're just flying in the same direction, pretty much. And there is also what appears to be a pretty rotten-looking roof on this building that he's climbing across. You are flying, so you don't have any difficulties. But you notice that he kind of jumps over some pretty suspicious-looking spots, and he basically reaches the cold chimney and just kind of vaults over the top of it and drops down in.
He went down a chimney?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Will I fit down the chimney?
As a bird, you definitely will.
Okay.
But you will need to make another stealth check.
Stealth burb.
Nice. Okay.
Even sneakier.
Soot hides you.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh.
Hey, you have pass out. Do you still have pass out trace?
Yeah, I added it
it's
already.
included it. He's just looking over his shoulder. Damn.
Okay, so that was action and bonus for dash. Or not action, but movement and bonus. So he drops down, and there's just kind of a cloud of soot and stuff as he, just explodes into the bottom of this fireplace, and you come flying down afterwards. And I don't know what your AC is, but
It'd be as a burb.
It's like
Yeah,
11 or
it's
something,
bird.
12 is a burb, I don't know.
okay, so we'll just do this.
Burbsy.
Yeah, basically you come flying out of the and a hand just snatches you out of the air. And you find yourself looking into what appeared to be the cat.
Did you say cat?
Mm-hmm. And he
Like,
says in kind of a
human-sized
low
cat?
purr.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. He says in kind of a low purr. Now, what are you following me for?
I don't know who this is.
This is why you were so.
but Jasper clearly does.
That's why you were so keen. You recognized that this land was.
No, I didn't recognize him!
Ah.
It's not Luca.
It's not. Oh, no. It's even worse.
Luca could not invoke trickery.
That's the evil.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, when did Luca become a cleric? That means 4th multi-class.
But yeah, we'll leave you there for now because he's going to kill you or anything. He's just holding up tight. City Watch Captain in the fight of his life.
Yeah.
Is he intimidated?
He's pretty damn intimidated. Matter of fact, he's going to disengage and keep running.
It's okay, I have a gun.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I'll just shoot the guard captain in the back.
He makes it to here, like right here to the corner, and he kind of peeks around it, and he just stops and just gets a real big grin on his face. Barnaby.
This guy's seen me, which is like annoying. I'm gonna swear I chase after him. How far can I move? That far. I think I might have to dash to get to him actually there. He's already seen me, so I'm just gonna try and bat his legs out from behind him.
All right. Roll me an athletics check.
I'll grab him or something.
Okay, so basically you dive for him and you just go straight through.
Okay, so fuck, it's not the right one. It's embarrassing for everyone involved. I've used almost all my movement. We count them out actually, so I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The illusion looks at you and says, "Are you all right?"
Piss off. I know where you are. I'm about to get to this wall. I'll put a hand on it, and I think that's all my movement. Oh wait, no, because I'm long strider. I can another 20.
Yeah, you go like another
get
20
off
feet.
That wall, I think I'll be at the top of that wall. I can see the chimney. I can't get down it, so.
Yeah, you can see like smoke, or well, not really smoke, but like soot rolling up from the chimney.
Yeah, that's all I can get to. I'm still like 30 or 40 feet behind him.
This city watch captain is going to attempt to intimidate you. He says, "If you stand down now, we can take you in for processing and get your sentence carried out pretty quickly." But there's definitely a tremor in his voice. Shade.
The piss stain sort of undermines that.
Alright. Bloop.
Ow.
Apparently I still can't roll second attacks today. What the fuck?
You forgot to take the sheath off the other blade. Ren.
Sorry, I almost closed Fantasy Grounds.
Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Pasha Chikiras?
We don't know.
Can I? Is there? Oh!
I think it might be an NPC, but
No!
Jasper recognizes, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
I know who it is. I was like, who can evoke duplicity that I know from Broken World? Oh, that's really weird. I know who can evoke duplicity. Arya, go away! So I don't want to use Wish Killer, because that seems to be something I'm saving. What do I have? Water skin. Can I see what he's smiling about?
No, you just saw him kind of peek around the corner. Kind of.
Okay, so that means if I run in there, there's probably a trap. I don't have any bombs on me anymore. Can I hear shades? Oh, I'm too far away, actually.
You're not that far away. His voice would carry.
I'm 5 feet away. I only have.
I mean, the
Actually,
just shouted like "stand down." You probably heard that. I guess.
yeah, I don't have enough movement. I'd be 5 feet away. Oh, actually, no. 50. Is it dark in Sigil?
Right now it's the equivalent of daytime.
Okay, so that's a no.
You could put a dagger of venom into his throat if you.
I can't get there.
No, but you can throw those.
I don't want to. Okay, never mind. Thanks, Rin. Kerchow!
Ow.
Some lightning.
But wait, there's more.
Sharpness. Sharpness. Oh, he's tanky. Oh, nope. Okay. And then I can run away without getting an opportunity attack because
Got
mobile.
another. Oh no, sorry. I was wrong.
And then.
All right. So, Korgrom, do you send your familiar down the chimney as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So, your familiar is just a familiar. So I'm going to say that pretty much your familiar flies down, big black cloud of soot, and then it just cuts off.
He does have hit point
How many?
84.
Holy shit! It's a familiar.
They're tanky burbs. They're not.
We might have to discuss that one later because I don't think.
Well, the thing is, the drawback the drawback for him is he can't do nothing with them. Other than taking a hit, he can't do nothing with them. It doesn't have. They don't get an attack.
All right.
Just
Well, then
if
it just gets
they happen to get
+2.
fireballed in the air.
Well, it
Is
gets
this like a
+2.
scout?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still familiar. It just doesn't die to AoE, I suppose. Is whatever that class is supposed to do. Yeah, that book.
Metria.
Heroes of the Orient book isn't a lot. How some
I
stuff's worded.
didn't remember reading that part. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it like gets HP
Ridiculous.
equal to half your total or something crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Metria, what are you doing?
Can I like get over to here and then dimension door with Barnaby onto the chimney?
Yes.
I do that with my action.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
grab Metro and be like, thanks, and then fall down the chimney and be like, fucking Metro! And then descend. Are you dropping me down the chimney or just we're both there?
I'm going. I mean, I want to jump down as well.
Okay, we'll both head. Yeah, sure. We'll be in there. Put me on the square underneath you, and then you can land on me, and I'll cushion your fall.
Oh, that'd be good. That's a good shout.
Poof.
I'll take your falling damage if it's like 2d6 or
So
whatever.
you guys fall down the chimney, and there's a big clattering of stone and soot and all that kind of stuff. And you see what appears to be a tabaxi holding a pair of birds.
Is one of those birds beautiful and has pointy ears?
Yes, and Lyndon is also there.
Birds don't have point. Can I like?
No, you keep the elf ears. I know nature. Come on.
Can I use my bonus action to throw a star at him?
Sure.
It's probably not going to hit, but you know, it sends a message.
Do you hit?
More for the moral victory. Oh, nice.
Oh, he dislikes you.
Is he the tabaxi? I'm confused.
Yes.
Yeah, he's changed forms. I don't think he was actually, was it wherever he was, hat bloke.
He appeared to be a human initially.
Yeah.
I can't find the picture that I had for him in tabaxi. No, it sucks.
He's fancy.
Yeah, he's a fancy tabaxi.
Pick his face off.
Do I have bird attacks?
I think
You could just not be a bird, also.
Terrible bird attack, but you could also just not be a bird.
Yeah, you could just shape change out.
Yeah. He would let go then?
Well, he wouldn't have much choice. He'd still have a hold of you, but he wouldn't, like, be holding you, like, around the neck.
He'd be able to let you
Probably have,
wrist.
like, his hand on your shoulder or something.
Is it an action to drop wild shape?
I
These are
think-
things I probably have on my sheet, huh?
I think it's free.
I think
I don't know.
I think it's free to drop out. I'm not 100% sure though.
It says you can revert to your normal form earlier by using a bonus action on.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so bonus action to drop that, which is great because then I want to. Oh, he's probably very wise, isn't he?
Maybe.
I could try it anyway, but
Well, the bare minimum is the 13.
yeah, okay. Probably not a good idea.
Well, any spell might land. You could always roll like a.
At least like, yeah, you can at least like see what his defenses are like.
Yeah, we don't know what he is. He's a sort of a rogue or a cleric. He might not have wisdom, so we don't know, anyways.
We can try. We can try.
Do stuff.
Find out. We try to cast hold person.
All right, roll it.
Roll 1.
Hey, there you go.
Ooh!
Got him.
All right.
He's paralyzed for 1 minute.
Okay.
He held.
You know what that means for Borpal? You know what that means for Borpal swords?
No, we're gonna find out who he is and what he wants.
Oh, okay. Once we reattach his head.
He can't answer you while he's paralyzed.
I think they.
No, we're gonna contain him in some way.
Yeah.
So
If
Ren,
only you had dimensional shrapnels. Oh wait. What?
you see kind of flowing almost over this guard, and the guard just gets like this shudder of like dread, but he's still grinning his head off as you see creature just kind of flow out.
Hey, is that Mr. Blue?
It might be.
Oh no, I don't know that.
He's spooky.
But it looks at you and it says, "Stand down now, and you will not."
Can I figure out what it is?
Roll me an Arcana check. No
Is it-
advantage.
It's not a fiend?
It is a fiend, but it's not a demon or a devil.
12. I feel
You
like
know
we
it's a
saw
fiend.
one of these. Didn't we see one of these before? Or Rin did? Was it on a ship? With, what's his name?
Yes, it was.
The Cambion boy?
It was on the airship that got robbed.
Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah. I don't remember if that was Rin or Sippy. They just combined. I think it was
I think
Airship Rin.
That was Rin, but we didn't know what it was.
Rin didn't roll well that time either. Okay, she recognizes first.
So she
He just-
recognizes it as that thing she didn't know what it was last
Yeah.
time.
Oh, that's
So he tells her to stop.
Yeah, he tells you to stand down and you won't be hurt.
I'm just gonna peek over and look at the city watch captain and be like, as long as he doesn't say anything.
He turns and looks at the captain. At least you think he does. You can't really tell.
He only has arms.
Yeah, he's just a bunch of
He's
arms
just
inside of a
arms.
trench coat. But he doesn't seem to respond one way or the other. Barnaby! Don't do.
Oh, there's a paralyzed lad.
Can you like throw him over your shoulder? You can take him somewhere else. Whose house are we in?
Take. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna bonus action cast Ensnaring Strike with one of my few first level spells I've still got left. Take out the Dagger of Venom, stab it into him, because I don't want to do too much damage to him or cut his head off. Oh wait, I think this auto crits, doesn't it, as well, which might suck. Oh no, I missed, so it's fine. Brilliant. Casually missed him. Bugger. And then with my other attack, I've still got a snaring strike on me then. So I guess I'm concentrating on that. With my other attack, I'm going to just pick him up with athletics. I think he auto fails these to grapple him. Don't think he can contest that. And yeah, just pick him up, hold him over my shoulders. But he's not poisoned or restrained or anything, just paralysed.
Alright.
I don't know where we can take him though. I'll just look to Lyndon like, alright, what? Where should I take him? No, I've got him. I think so. I'm going to make sure I've definitely got hold of him.
Maybe we should
You
give
seem
him
to
most
have
of
a
the
hold of
cards.
He feels fleshy.
Yeah, I'll dig my hands into him. But I haven't got any handcuffs or anything. I think.
Does anyone have handcuffs?
I think the bounty hunter might.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you doing that?
I have an immovable rod.
Oh, there you go. We could. I'll lay him on the. I'll hold him up against the wall, and you can put the immovable rod under his neck and then pop it into place.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'll hold him still.
Alright. This city watch captain, upon hearing the creepy, eerie voice, is going to disengage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this way. He's shouting, "Over here! There's another!" Shape.
All right.
You also heard this otherworldly voice demanding, that you stand down. It was pretty loud. You guys probably even heard it in that house.
Oh, one for the road.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Then he'll casually sheath his sword and walk around the corner.
Oh my god. Jesus.
I think we're done here.
Okay. So you are getting ready to do the whole
Yeah.
little rod thing.
Yeah.
I think he gets a save at the end now though.
Yeah, he gets another save, right?
Yeah.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
It's wisdom 19, I think. Yeah,
You-
he's still paralyzed.
Rin!
So I'm just giving myself my hit points back. Well, my max hit point.
Oh, good.
Ren's gonna start pacing back and forth and listen. Just keeping an eye on. I can't call him Mr. Blue because that's Lucas. And be like, so, sir, ma'am, demon, no, fiend, blue fiend. Well, we didn't want trouble in the first place. That guy just stole my sword. And then those guys started attacking me. So technically, self-defense, says the person who only got hurt by themselves.
Who stole your sword?
Fletcher. Eye patch. Bitch face.
Unknown,
Very good with swords, though.
unknown to me.
Shit. Can I attempt the picture?
It kind of gestures to the dead bodies that are littering the street.
You know, if you close your eyes, you can't see them.
I don't have eyes. Thanks
Well-
for bringing that up. Bergam.
I was gonna see if I could draw a really quick sketch of my really bad sleight of hand.
No, you could definitely do that.
20. Wow, I'm an artist. It's with blood on a wall, but
Unfortunately, it's a caricature, and he's writing in a doom.
He just adds graffiti to the list of crimes.
I painted it real good.
So if the dude's paralyzed, I can get my familiar to come back?
Absolutely.
Okay. So it'll be 120 feet back towards me, back up through the chimney, and I'll just kind of make my way with Boba out into the street.
Oh, and don't forget James,
Well, James don't have a token on, so I can't help him.
because Jeff hates James.
I don't hate you.
Is it really Jeff's fault that James don't have a
Yeah.
character sheet?
James does have a character sheet. I still have him in the combat tracker.
Yeah.
So I'm being merciful by allowing him to be in the background,
Is
basically.
James-
Not be targeted.
Is
Exactly.
Jane just chewing on one of these dead watchmen?
No, he's with the Minotaur.
Okay.
Having a snack?
Oh yeah.
Him and the Minotaur are bonding.
Yeah, the Minotaur was just like fattening up the animals.
James is still
If
wearing
you
his
guys leave them for
sunglasses
too long,
too.
they might end up on the menu. Not gonna lie. All right, Metria, what you gonna do?
Okay, well, yeah, looks like we're going with this. I'm going to try and tie him up with my rope, tie it around my immovable rod, press the little button, and then just like, and like do it in a way that he can't really get his hands on the rope or the rod.
Yeah. Well, I can. I mean, I've got hold of him. I can put one of his hands next to one of his legs, and you can like tie those together, so he's really super
Yeah.
awkward for him to walk away. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure we can restrain him somehow.
and then tie it to the movable rod and leave that hanging there.
Oh yeah, he could be. We could hang him sort of in the air as well, so he can't get
Yeah.
any sort of friction or any. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any purchase.
Do I have to roll anything to do that, or can I just do that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand for tying your knots and whatnot.
Okay. Oh boy. Skills, sleight of hand. 16.
All right, that's not bad. You tie him up well enough that you're pretty sure you wouldn't, be able to escape it at the very least.
Okay, and then like, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but like I might as well try it because it'll make him. So I'm going to quicken dominate monster on him.
Okay.
Pow. Machine. Yeah, it was a long shot. Okay, my turn.
Never mind.
Good try, though.
Yeah, it would have worked.
Yeah.
There's this good
Lyndon.
wisdom save.
Yeah. Yeah, he's failed 2 others. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
What's you gonna do?
I don't know. I think we'll have to take him somewhere and
I'm gonna say cover his eyes so he can't misty step away.
is that how that
He
works?
has to see where he's
Guess
going
you have to
for
see.
some spells.
Yeah.
I mean,
We could blindfold him.
Yeah, blindfold him. Cover his
I
mouth
probably
so he can't
have
do
something.
verbal components, that kind of thing. Gag and blind him. That stops most wizards, clerics, I think. I don't know. I mean, you could also, just cut his vocal cords. That's probably what Barnaby would recommend. You guys would be like, no,
That sounds too surgical.
Gag him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you could snap his neck and heal him up later. It's like, no.
No.
Should we put a sack over his head?
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. Put something in his mouth. Put some, I don't know, something salty in his mouth. Put a sack over his head.
You can shove my water skin in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then pull I don't have a sack, but I do have this useful robe of useful items with a sack patch, and I never get to use these, so I'm going to pull it off of that.
Covered in bits.
Put it over his head.
All right.
Alright, now we just need to lead him out of this house by the leash.
Yeah, I think we got him. I mean, he's slippery, so we could probably still get away. But I think with his mouth, face covered, should be good.
No, if he casts a spell, I can try and counterspell it,
Yeah,
but that's like.
he shouldn't be able to do most spells. So maybe we got him. Legion of Salt tactics. Oh yeah, right. I mean, we've been fighting them long enough that we've probably picked up. That's a good shout, actually. We've probably picked up how they sort of how they roll for stopping mages. I think we got this dude. Might be wrong.
All right. So the creature just kind of roils, and he says, "You are both under arrest assault and murder of all members of the Harmony. Would you like to plead guilty here or go to trial?
Well, I'm gonna say Shade's not guilty because I brought him into this, so Shade can leave. But I'll go with you.
Judging by the scream I heard before you come running around the corner, I'm
Are the-
sure about that.
Well, I will take full punishment.
Very noble of you.
Ren's not afraid of nothing.
Oh no.
So,
Oh, wait,
Ren,
I have advantage against. Is this a magical charm?
detect thoughts.
Oh shit! What you trying to detect things?
Right now he's just sensing your surface.
It's just your
Ren believes that she's to blame
Okay.
and that she should be. I don't know. She thinks what she's doing is.
Corgrim, oh my god.
Wow. It's on a roll today.
Jeez.
She's not really like a. She's seen this creature before and it didn't scare her last time. But she's just protecting her friends. Air quotes, friends.
He just kind of leans down a little bit, and you can see in the depths of the hat, and it's basically just like a couple of fists that are basically holding the hat up. And
Jesus. I just imagine Stool, and this is ruined now.
roll me a perception check.
This is my flaw. I don't look at things. See?
Okay. So yeah, you just see shadows within, and he said, "Pray that I never am true."
You cut out.
Oh. He says, "Pray I am never truly an enemy. As I am merely doing my job."
No, I completely understand that job life. Bounty hunter for 5 years. Eric holds up hand.
This guy, he goes running up to see what happened with his men. And he sees the other dead captain laying there. And he just screams.
That's a paladin of vengeance in the making.
Barnaby!
This guy is, he's got a sack over his head, right? And something in his mouth, or no? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He's got the immovable rod around his legs or arms. I'm still gonna have to cast the spells.
It's like it's tied. He's tied with a rope, which is tied to the movable rod.
Yeah, we should get him. Wow, cannot hit him with this dagger of venom. Come on. There we go.
Are you trying to knock him out?
That should crit him. No, I'm just trying to get the poison effect on him, so he's at disadvantage.
You have to use an action to do
Strikes.
poison.
That's right. So I didn't do that. I just hit him with it, forgetting how it works.
Okay.
But the where is it? Ensnaring strike goes off to just so the bindings around his arms and legs. Let's see if this actually works. Oh no, he automatically fails strength saving throws while he's paralyzed, right? Let's see if
Yep.
it does auto fail. Yeah, there you go. So he's also restrained, so the bindings around his arms and legs are just sort of a few sweet bugbear vines just continue to wrap around him and double hold him in place. I think
Alright.
we've got him, and I'll sort of pick him up. Be like, alright, so where are we taking him? Back to the harbour? That's the only place we know in here.
I mean,
Well,
we
you
could
gotta
take
pick
him.
him up, and he's tied to the immovable.
I can't really pick him up, yeah, that sucks.
I'll deactivate the rod when we start moving him. What I'm saying is, we
Okay.
could take him to the guards. Like now you mentioned there were guard guys here. We could take him to the guards.
But we want
We want
to
him,
know
right? Should we just...
him, then they'll take him away, but that's not really what we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's just head away from the guards. I think they're over there. I heard some shouting. Just head north. Together. Okay. So on... I'll have to wait till Metro goes, but on our turns, once I'll hold my action to move 30 feet northwards, and we'll sort of move together. Escort
Okay.
What
this
did we-
guy.
Yeah, you're able to unlock the door from the inside. It seems like it's basically a small abandoned apartment.
Okay, yeah. So I guess we're just we all running or moving, and we just head that way?
It would be less suspicious if we're just moving.
Okay,
Like,
we'll just moving.
It's gonna be kind of suspicious no matter what we do.
Gagged, dude.
this is Sigil. They were.
Yeah.
I-
Oh yeah, I mean, I suppose there's crazier things. We're just escorting a slave. There's probably tons of those in Sigil, right?
Wouldn't it be kind of like weird though if they find us like escorting a known criminal? Well, I mean, I
He's
suppose
not a
we'll
known
just...
criminal. He's a dude with a bag in his head, so we might be.
Okay.
Difference of escorting and actually capturing are two
Yeah.
completely different things.
Exactly. We could say we're bounty hunters. All right, Corgrim. When we head outside, we're Corgrim. We're bounty hunters. We're heading north. Try and find.
Question: is Pass Without Trace concentration?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would lose it with the hold person.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to sneak away from the guards, go ahead and just roll a general stealth check to see if anybody notices you carrying a person with a sack over their head through the streets.
20.
I need to cross us.
All of us, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody that's going.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to roll.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
I'm fine.
I am going to not even bother.
It's
You
okay.
also have a baby
I rolled a
boy next
3.
to you, Corgi.
So yeah, Corey, you're standing
I
outside.
have an inspiration.
There's like a lady out there, and she works in the tavern, but she's out there like shaking out a rug, and she sees this group of people carrying a hogtied and be sacked person, and she immediately screams.
Oh.
What do? Do you try to stifle her?
I think we should tell her this is our job.
Yeah, I would just put nothing to see here. Corgi and wink at Corgi.
Can I go up to her and be like,
Hmm.
ma'am, it's alright.
This
You
man's.
don't have to be concerned with this.
We're just taking him for interrogation.
No.
Not interrogation.
Official business.
Yeah. Okay.
Just disturb the peace. that
Roll
kind of
me a
thing.
deception check.
Yeah.
Can I assist with that, or can I what?
Yeah, look official as well.
Someone assisting.
Yeah, I can assist. I'm proficient in
I mean,
deception.
this is Colgrim's job as well. He looks pretty official for a dwarf.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have lied to her.
I mean, that too.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with advantage, Lyndon.
Double ones.
Oh.
Have you got inspiration? Because
I do.
Barnaby's Barnaby still got the dagger sticking in his neck with a big tooth.
just keeps
cramp.
stabbing him.
Everything that was advantage was spoiled.
Yeah, just activates the poison, puts it between his shoulder blades. Back in this guy. It might be.
I think it's funnier this way. I'm not going to re-roll.
I mean, we're now screwed, but it is funnier. It's better for the narrative, I guess.
All right. So everybody, give me a group perception check.
Another one. Can I just get them all out right now? I know, Remy.
It's better 3 fumbles on checks than saves, I suppose.
Yeah, no doubt. Could have been much worse. Okay. All right. So where are you guys going whenever you go?
Heading north to the stairs we came through, and we're gonna wander around for a while. And I don't know. There's not really a streetwise check, is there?
Not so much, no.
I mean, this is
Especially for these streets.
Yeah,
I think we're trying to find somewhere.
this is the KFC Hive district or something, right? 'Cause I remember seeing it on
Yeah, there's very little rhymery in the street.
Okay, so we'll wander around, try and sort of go through the winding passages, try and find like an abandoned warehouse, that kind of thing, if we can. Just around every few doors and locks and things, see if any are open.
Well, when you go up north, these stairs, all the way up here on the north side, there's a door, and it leads into an All Faiths temple.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's just a flat brick wall.
Okay. Oh, through one of these little buildings then, I suppose.
All right. That one seems to be a residence. And this one, the one that's further up to the north that's opposite of the stairwell, it appears to be a shop that sells magical scrolls.
Ooh.
I focus. Can we go through the house and ask to go through the back door if there's anyone in there? If no one's in there, just walk through.
There's
Can we
definitely
just-
people in there. It's daytime.
Okay.
Just walk through, keep saying, like, official business.
Yes.
No, that clearly didn't work.
Yeah.
So as you're walking
I need,
inside,
like, a
there
fake
is-
badge.
Yeah, right.
there's a person who is he appears to be a humanoid tiger essentially. Everybody roll me roll me perception. Sorry, I'll get back to it in just a second. You're out of combat right this second.
4 ones in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, nobody notices anything really untoward about him except for he's a tiger. Let's cut back to Shade and Ren.
Doesn't have any backwards hands.
You wouldn't know.
Good job you didn't re-roll that thing and be like, right, double ones. Here we go. Double ones.
Shade. The creature seems to just be waiting for something. You're not sure exactly what for.
Rin has her chest puffed out a little and is trying to make herself look bigger.
Shade's just gonna fold his arms and stand there.
Okay. All right. So, Ren.
Oh,
what about
he's also going to send an RS after the band of 4 people that have apparently abandoned the rest of their party to let them know what's going on.
you?
He
Okay.
said, don't whatever you
We're
follow me."
busy.
And we apprehended a dude. Like, we're not doing nothing.
Ren,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do with yourself?
So I can tell he's waiting.
Yep.
Is he waiting on me?
Pasha doesn't move, by the way.
Like, is he waiting for me to do something?
Do you ask him?
Are you waiting for me to do something, sir?
I am awaiting your ride. Unless you'd prefer I carry you.
Your hands kind of creep me out. We can walk. A nice jaunt.
That is not the proper procedure.
Ah, who gives a fuck about procedures?
He just seems to add something he's writing.
Can I
Whenever
see
you
what
say
he's
that.
writing?
Yes, he adds general dissidence to your list of charges.
Okay. Am I hurt? I am hurt.
A little bit.
It's my fault. Can I use my action to throw Shade a 300 gold piece diamond?
Sure.
Shade, you have diamond!
Okay.
Yeah, just in case.
You could make a
Just in
good
case
sling
what?
bullet.
What's he gonna do with a 300 gold piece diamond?
In case anyone needs to be fucking resurrected again.
Hmm.
Ren doesn't need it. Other than that, bonus action to take a potion of healing. Does he allow that?
Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind.
Okay.
As long as you're not being hostile or breaking the law further.
God. Oh no, I have Bubba. I'm in control, so I'm not rude right now. One sec. Actually, I'm just gonna use my healing hands because that's the exact.
Roll me another wisdom save.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm good at these.
Okay, so you could feel his mind pressing. It's just like 1,000 needles just in your brain as you're suddenly aware of the fact that you're being.
I start thinking about really deep, just the unsayable on stream parts of Driss. I just stare
Oh my
right
God.
in his
Ew.
eyes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, you can just ask.
He withdraws mentally.
Middle fingers.
Hee.
Yeah, you definitely put your save on.
That's
Corgrim! Are you with the rest of the party at this point, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're probably bringing up the rear, so I would imagine you'd be the first to notice Shade's show up.
Hey, where's Ren?
Oh, I thought she was chasing.
It's
after
his
this guy.
familiar.
Yeah, it's just familiar.
I
Oh,
thought,
okay.
I thought Rin was chasing after this guy, and that. I mean, we caught him. She'd
Oh yeah, we're still missing Stealthy Boy and Ren.
Yeah.
Well, is it still invisible or is it visible?
He'll appear once he finds you guys.
He can speak too, right?
Yep.
What does he say?
Just so you lot know, my keeper and your companion have been apprehended. You may want to do something about that.
Guys.
Well, lads, it looks like we're gonna have to deal with more law.
Should we take this guy with us?
Can this sucks. We can't lose
Yeah.
this guy because he seems incredibly important. And he,
Just keep the important guy. I'm trying to send Shade away anyway.
Maybe we could do like a hostage switch.
No, we want this hostage also.
We need this guy, and this isn't the law. I'm terrible at dealing with the law. Corgrim, can you smooth things over and take? I don't know. Lyndon,
It's-
you're good at talking, but we need you to keep paralyzing this dude. This is a awful situation.
I can talk to them.
Are you sure? Do you think you can smooth things over?
I'm good at talking with
I don't
people.
want to split us up further because it can be difficult to keep in contact.
I mean, like you can. All I'm contributing is the rod. You can operate that. Or is it just like press the button on the side?
You're more than just Rod Metro, but okay. You've got. So wait. So Lyndon's got a speaking stone. So's Rin. I think I've had one, but I never ever used it because I was.
You
there
threw
when
yours
CBA
away.
Did I?
Yeah, you didn't want it because you said you were a bugbear and you'd break it.
I might have done that.
That does sound very familiar, yes.
Probably something like that. I probably would have ruined it or dropped it. Okay, so
Yeah.
Lyndon and Rin can talk. So can Shade through his familiar and the rest of us. I don't want to split us up too bad, but I think that's okay.
I can stay here with the guy. Just like us. How far away does Lynn have to be to maintain like the paralyzation spell? The paralysis spell.
I don't know that
Hold
that
person
is.
doesn't have a range once it's cast.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. So I mean, Linda could go talk to them if he has to.
but it only lasts a minute.
Yeah, and my restraint is going to wear off in a minute, so I mean, we've still got him tied up pretty well. I'm grappling him, effectively carrying him, and we should be okay.
But do you want me? I think Metria is going to be better at talking than I am.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I don't want to dictate where anyone goes, but yeah, I think we take the prisoner, call the charisma casters, go and chat to the guards. Try and smooth.
Do you guys think? Well,
Uh-huh.
Shade's familiar. We'll guide them back to Shade, who knows where Ren
Exactly.
is,
There we go. Yeah.
and then we can talk
And
through
just
this.
as long as you can like stop him. As long as your son can't.
Yeah.
As long as your son that he can't cast any spells or anything. Like.
Fairly
As long as,
certain.
okay.
Okay, so who's going where?
Me and Metri are going down to go find guards.
Yeah.
Okay. And the rest of you are in the store, yes?
Yep. No, we're in this person's house.
In this person's house, and we're going to keep heading through to try and find a quieter area.
Okay, well, which way are you going to go? Because north is...
Is there a back door on this house?
There is not, actually.
Is there a back window?
No.
That's,
I guess it doesn't matter. I don't really have...
yeah,
Hang
like
on.
it's more theatre that might will just bust down a wall. No.
Just Kool-Aid Man out of here.
Just fucking.
That'll be good.
Like, basically, all these buildings are just packed together haphazardly.
The
There are
hesitancy-
various constructions, various height.
Mhm.
It's there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, get in the dumb waiter, head upstairs, go through the portcullis.
Is there an upstairs that we could get onto a roof?
There's a chimney that leads to the roof.
It should be chimney up here, and then head to that above Fox Road, and then we can go in this general
I'm gonna
direction.
be able to get this guy through a chimney.
I can get this guy through a chimney for sure.
Okay,
I believe in
you can
myself.
climb a chimney.
Yeah, we can climb chimneys. We've done this thousands of times in the mountains, right?
All right. So let's deal with the Metria and Cora, and then we will get to you guys. You guys come around, and you see a guard like kind of knelt down, cradling another guard, and just like screaming obscenities at Ren. And
Oh my god. That's good.
and you see this many-armed creature that is just like a coat, a hat, and about 1 billion arms that is just kind of calmly hovering next to the pair of them, and seems to be waiting for something.
Oh, what did you guys do?
The creature looks up at you and says to Rin, friends of yours?
Was he still in my brain?
No.
Oh, damn it. I don't know why.
No, you made your saving throw.
Okay. Somewhat acquaintances?
He
Trend is currently something of a stretch.
I point at Boba. Wait, is Boba not with you, Gorg?
Yeah, he dragged me.
I was just dragging him through so I knew where people were at.
Yeah.
Points at Boba. That's my friend. That's my son.
Says unfortunate. He looks to you, Metria, and says, these two have killed Harmonium members and will be tried and dealt with as
Only
per
one of
Sigillian
us.
law.
I'm gonna take the full blame.
Doesn't work that way.
But it could.
It doesn't.
But it could.
Roll me a saving throw.
Oh.
It just
Ooh.
casts like blight on you.
21.
All right. So you're not held.
He wiggles arms.
But yeah, what you gonna do?
Well, listen, I feel that Rin was just in like a state of agitation. She was chasing after a guy who is no longer here, but she was just like really angry and not in control of herself.
I
And
was in perfect control of myself.
and Shade was, I'm pretty sure, was just trying to protect Rin from people who were trying to attack her.
He
I just-
stabbed him in the fucking back, man.
He does that to a lot of people. It's like his way of saying hello. I just feel like neither of them were truly in control of their actions, and that I feel like
Retire.
they're not like mass murder. They're not like mass murderers. I say entirely unconvincingly.
There are 4 corpses on the ground that beg for.
They're just caught up in the heat of the moment.
If you would wish to try to serve as some sort of defensive capacity in a legal manner, then you can go along with it. Otherwise, be gone.
Oh shit, my law degree is coming up.
Oh my, do it.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sure.
He
That
looks to the dwarf and you. No, this is a proper Sigil welcome. Like,
Colgrim's had such a week, oh my word. It's like, these guys come in and mass murder everyone. He's like, I'll travel with them. They do it again. As soon as I guess. He's like, just wants to take axe of the Dwarvish Lords back.
Yes, lad. Armed guy. I'll try to.
It'd be a
Figure
last
something
corgi.
out.
Lift skirt.
Right.
I mean, the voice don't sound feminine, right?
It doesn't really sound anything. It just sounds kind of otherworldly.
Then yeah, I'm sure gender is really not what it's worried about.
Yeah, its hands are just hands. Lots of them. They barely look humanoid. I mean, barely look human. They're like really super long fingers, and they're kind of covered. He's a real charming guy. Probably gives the best hugs. All right. So, essentially, what happens with you guys is after a few moments, a wagon drawn by 2 black horses
Oh, that's spooky.
begins to come from this direction.
Oof. Is black horses are like nightmares.
They seem to be black horses.
Sweet.
They don't have flaming hooves or anything. But as that is happening, we cut over to the other house. So, how are you guys doing this?
Should we put us where we are on the map, or no? Because I don't know where we.
You're still in that house. You're going to climb up the chimney.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So this guy's. I think he saved his wisdom paralysis thing because he started wiggling about a bit, but he's still restrained and bound for another. I don't know how long it's been. It's probably worn off by now. Still got hold of him. Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Actually, I'll ask Linda to climb up first.
Yep.
And I'll dimension door me and myself, me and him up that distance onto the next street.
Okay. So you appear in the street. Whereabouts?
I don't. I'll put myself where I reckon would go, like up here somewhere, and then we wander off, try and find a empty building or something.
All right.
Somewhere quiet.
So, as you dimension door up to here,
Yep.
I would like for you to go ahead and roll a perception check.
Deception. Myself or Lyndon or both or
You.
That's a 1.
That's deception, but it was a 1. So,
Oh wait, you said perception.
yeah.
Oh shit, that's lucky.
Oh, so much better.
Hey, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it, boys.
All right. So,
I see the griffin.
here is what happened.
Oh, does he just not reappear?
No, he does appear with you. He's still up on your shoulder.
Oh, sweet.
But basically, the instant that you appear, he just kind of immediately shrugs out of the ropes as though they weren't even there,
Mm-hmm.
finally activating his Ring of Reaction.
Oh,
And
Good.
what he does is he just kind of drops down and he slams you in the foot with something real hard. And I'm just going to roll this for it because I don't really have a weapon for it.
Oh my god, he activates it. Damn, he could have done it that whole time with the paralysis. He's been playing us.
Okay. So he misses, but he does get 2 attacks.
Oh, hang on, let me add me +4 thing. Go. Kill me. Oof.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So you feel something slammed like right into the top of your foot, and he just clicks something, and then he just kind of steps back away from you. You can take attack of opportunity.
Sure. Oh, would the dagger of venom be activated by now? Because I didn't say I was doing it.
If you activate it,
Sure. Give me a quick stab.
stab. You get him.
This you basty creature. Where's the save? Have I not got it?
Was it a con save?
Yeah, it's a con save. Let me check if it's higher than 27 on the item. Hang on. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure.
It's in a different book.
I'm pretty sure just the dice would have made it.
Let me just grab the book.
But,
Let's double check. Alright, yeah.
You stick him and he kind of winces, but he's grinning real big as he just kind of turns and starts walking away whistling. And you realize that your foot is being held down by an immovable rod. It seems like a very familiar one.
How did he get it?
Because he's had a rigor-free action the whole damn time, but I was rolling sleight of hand checks. That's why I had you guys all roll perception checks for me earlier.
Wiggly boy. Damn.
You should be very nervous when I have you roll perception and then don't tell you anything.
I'm making my way over there.
Yeah.
Just stuck in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I said it once Lyndon was up at the chimney, so I'm sure he can see it.
I have to walk across all these roofs.
Yeah, you'll get there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the wagon rolls up. Doesn't seem to have a driver on top. And it just kind of pulls up, and the door opens, and it's just blackness. And Ren, you feel like 3 hands on your shoulder. And just as that happens, the thing real quick. Okay, yeah, never mind.
4 hands appear on my shoulder.
Okay, so
I
you feel
hold
the
one of
hands on
them.
your shoulder, and they're starting to push you into the wagon. And then quite suddenly, that's gone.
What?
That guy's still there.
Oh, bye, Blue Boy.
And that appears. And essentially what happens is whenever you're getting pushed into the wagon, and all of a sudden you just feel the hands disappear, and you see Nalia kind of standing behind this watch captain. And he's just like glaring daggers at you. He's like, "What did you people do?"
My back's turned to him. I can't see nothing.
You can hear him.
Well, evidently the lass and the lad there tangled with the guards that you said not to tangle with.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, Rin got really annoyed by the sneaky guy and chased after him, and then when we turned up, we found all of this.
Well, thankfully I was able to manage to gather my effects. We just need to find my thief friend, and then we can be on our...
Oh.
When he says that, we're just gonna turn around.
Would he happen to be a tabaxi?
I am not 100% certain,
Because we
but
can't-
he is a very, very, very good... And we need a very good thief if we're going to steal things from hell.
Oh, son of a... well, he kind... Well, I mean, like, I think, like, Barnaby and Dylan kind of have him tied up over there.
Yep, we got it.
Yep, totally. I'm like, oh, good. How did they manage to do that? That's crazy. Super successful.
By the way, Claude, do you attempt to deactivate the immovable? It does have a shiny button on it.
Yeah, I've seen Metro use it. Why would he? There's no reason not to press the removable rod. He wouldn't have booby trapped it in 12 seconds, would he?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I don't
the
know.
red wire.
Is he a thief subclass rogue? I don't know.
Cut the red
Very
wire.
positive 'cause he's rolled
But
all
he's
that
so
perception.
nice.
Yeah, I'll try and slide my foot out from underneath, but if I can't, yeah, I'd click it.
Yeah, your foot definitely doesn't slide. It's like pretty hard cobblestone roads of like an artificial nature, essentially. But whenever you click down on the button, it does release. However, it doesn't come off your thumb.
You've glued it.
Yeah, it's
That's
sovereign
alright.
glued
That's
to your
it.
thumb a little
It's
bit.
fine. It's just my thumb. I'll just take that top layer of skin off my thumb.
You can leave it on there until tomorrow. We can cut your thumb off,
Yeah,
regenerate
I
it.
don't want the whole thumb. I think I've lost fingers before. And this guy, this way Barnaby's fucking used to it. He's got 160 hit points. He's like, oh, it takes out the dagger and venom. Make sure it's definitely not active. Just takes
So-
tiny bit of thumb off, and just starts
Lyndon-
looking at it.
Just heal that real quick.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to regen that. You can take care of that. It's like,
He's got an immovable rod with a new skin flap on it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You. I need to get rid of that.
Yeah, you need.
It'll rot
you
off
need-
eventually.
It'll rot off. Yeah.
I'll-
You can blight it off.
I'll-
You can burn it.
Oh yeah, I can use like fire on it. A few
It might
hundred
still
times.
have the glue on there though. You need the solvent more than I do. Oh.
I was pretty sure you guys had universal solvent, but I wasn't
I have
100%
It's
sure.
somewhere in one bag. Yeah.
Yeah. But
My bag of holding.
Dahlia says, he looks to the guard and he says, here's the deal. You are going to go home. You had a bout of food poisoning. And whenever you went home, you found this guardsman, he points to the other captain, sleeping with your wife. In a fit of rage, you took your weapon and stabbed him repeatedly back. You are going to turn yourself in for the crime and make certain that there is no difficulties whatsoever. And for the sake of it, see if the guard's like, fuck you. No. The guard just kind of like blanks over a few moments. His eyes just like glaze. I doubt that. I don't think either of you have seen Modify Memory be cast, but
I haven't seen it being cast now.
you just—it's basically like the flashy thingy from Men in Black. But yeah, the guard just kind of picks himself up and he just kind of looks slightly confused and starts walking off in a random direction. He says, "Now, where are the rest of you? I feel like there were others."
They were to the north. They were in some guy's house last time I saw them.
Of course they. Right. Well.
They were chasing after some scoundrel.
Huh. Well, there are lots of scoundrels about. Probably not ours, right?
Does
Surely
he go by
not.
the name
No.
Fletcher?
He says, no. He would go by the name Pasha. But
No idea.
if you wish, I am going to go into the tavern. And whenever all of you are ready, we can go try to find my friend. He goes inside.
Well,
I'm gonna ask Lyndon if you can call Rin and see if they're all right now. It's weird, but we've lost him. He's not coming back.
Yeah, we gotta find out if they found Rin and Shade. Activate my sending stone.
Ren doesn't answer.
Okay, well.
Guess she's dead.
Should we go to the nearest mortuary or police station, see if we can identify the body? What do you think?
Probably
yeah.
should just go that way.
Do you think?
Back the way we came. Do you know where we came from?
Well,
I
guess
only know via
the
roof.
chimney. Should we go back through the chimney and we'll explain to the family? Nothing to see here. We just lost a prisoner. Don't panic. He's now loose on the streets, murdering people. We'll do that. It'll be fine.
Maybe fewer words.
We'll yeah.
We'll go back the way that we know that they went.
All right.
Try to find them.
I will say that you guys pretty much will bump into each other pretty quickly.
Okay. We're back at the pub. So,
hey, where's the prisoner?
It's funny.
don't really want to talk about it. There's a slight misadventure. He's got some glue. He had a ring on. I mean, if not everyone we fight is gonna have glue and rings. I can kill anyone that doesn't have glue and rings. All right. I mean, if he was a big fiend or a monstrosity without glue and rings, it would have wrecked him. He was a little bastard with rings and trickery and running about, and he had like a cape on, and he was doing doubles. And he was trying to
Does he?
I could have just cut his head off, but I chose to, try and capture him and stuff. Totally could have just cut his head off, just putting that out there. If I didn't want him to
Do you
have
have
a head,
my-
he wouldn't have had one, is what I'm saying. But yeah, he got away.
Have my vault back?
Yeah, you can have your
You might want to.
rod back. You want to clean it. Think something.
I'm gonna start cleansing it with fire.
It's got a thumbprint on it. Don't worry about it. It was the Tabaxis. That's why there's some fur on it.
The Sovereign Glue leaves kind of a bit of a tacky, like rubbery feel to it, but you could mostly burn it off.
Okay.
It seems perfectly functional.
Okay. As long as I don't like get my thumb stuck to it when I start using it for something else, it's fine.
I'm gonna go up to the Minotaur bartender and tap twice in the bar and be like, yeah, I'll have that extra ethereal thing now. Only an hour, right? just unconscious. just hit it and go down.
Do you think maybe if you like go out of your body, you can try and find?
Oh yeah, I'll go trace him down as a ghost. But where the fuck is this guy?
Well, while you're at it, we could get rooms for the night as well. It seems like we're still going to be hunting people.
Yeah, just hit it and be like, tuck me in. Gone.
You're just gonna sleep right there on the bar.
No, someone drag me upstairs and tuck me in, please.
It's gonna be a group effort.
You guys are able to actually.
I can telekinesis him.
Nice.
Yeah, you ain't got to do that.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you might.
Yes, we do.
It would be a group effort. Dumping strength, boys. Oh, there you go.
I have a +5 to athletics.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, you're able to get him up there, no problem. The Minotaur will even help.
Nope.
Vetria offers advice on.
Yeah, I give you advice.
Pivot.
Bend at the stairs. Bend at the stairs.
It's like trying to get
Yeah.
upstairs where you got to do it at the right angle. Through a door.
All right, so you guys are able to get a night's sleep. You're able to each have a room or however you want to do. Whenever morning time comes, you can smell like eggs and bacon. And there seems to be a pretty big crowd down. Mostly just, working class folk. Not a lot of adventurers or anything. In fact, for what you guys have seen, there doesn't seem to be any adventurers around. Everybody just seems to be dressed in pretty much typical regular clothing and going about their day-to-day drudgeries.
Well, it makes sense because it's not really super easily accessible here.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Not very many dungeons about in Sydney.
No.
It's not like many people can plane shift anymore after the sundering. Yes.
It's a good shout too.
I also want some breakfast. Okay, go downstairs and eat some eggs and bacon.
All right. Other than the fact that the eggs kind of have red yolks, it's pretty normal. Like, it doesn't taste that weird or anything.
Do you
But
serve
it does look pretty nasty.
Do you serve any like lion or cat or panther or tabaxi meat or anything like that? Just even if it's just like a sort of feline creature, just so I can pretend it's a tabaxi. Come on.
I could probably put some bacon ears on a potato or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be fine.
Make like a bento box. That's,
He'll be
like a
fine with
tabaxi.
that.
That'd be great.
He carves little whiskers and shit into this baked potato and puts little bacon, like, quarter pieces so they look like ears.
It helps. It places my self-esteem a whole 3 points.
Nalia, for his part, hasn't seemed to have moved from the spot where he sat down with his meal. His meal sat there, didn't move, didn't speak, just pretty much ignored. About your...
So can we go to hell yet? I hate this place.
We need to find the thief guy.
We need to find Pasha.
I mean, we found him, but
We need to
he
keep
didn't like that.
I could
I think we're two different details.
I can cast locate creature, but I'm 98 to 100% sure he's got one of those amulets of I'm the worst. No one can find me on.
Says, well... Kind of looks at you and he says, you had your thumb kind of bloodied up Did he play a trick on you?
Some glue stuff.
No.
Okay.
Lyndon's nodding in the background.
Yeah, like it's so not got great deception or anything.
He says, well, then it should be fairly easily to do. He tends to really wear out a bit of mischief until it's just gone entirely too far.
Oh, well, he's going to be coming back.
Most likely, if he's not here already.
He's
He's kind of looking
It's
but-
like that caution cat, but a bloke.
around.
Why do all cats hate me? It's because I myself am a cat.
Do I still have Caution Cat?
Yes, you do.
He kind of pokes his head out of Shade's hood and looks at Barnaby.
Nadia looks at the cat with some interest. He says, really? Huh.
Shade will look over at him and says, friend of yours?
Not exactly, but I've seen something like that. Kind of an odd thing. They don't come from the prime material, as you may have guessed. They don't really come from this universe at all. It's interesting. If they were truly sentient, it would be more of a problem. But if you don't anger it, it tends to give you the occasional lucky scrape.
Shade will give him a scritch and feed him a slice of bacon.
The cat seems to appreciate this. But I hate to cut it short, but I'm going to have to end the session here because I have to get ready for Greg's belated birthday celebration. But we will pick up next week, hopefully. And yeah, hopefully you will be hellbound.
Oh, good.
I just want everyone to know that we made a lot of progress. We travelled from these
I mean,
stairs
like-
to this bar, which I think was the first thing the dude said. He was like, "Hey, just go and wait in the bar."
I mean, like, I just think it says a lot about our situation that going to hell is an achievement.
Yeah.
Because like, hurry up, go to
Please,
hell.
please go to hell. Anything but this. This fiend's out.
Well, hell, we can go destroy stuff.
Yeah,
Here,
exactly.
we're
This
trying to
place is just
incognito.
tricksters where we can't kill people and we'll get told off.
Colpo says, yeah, Sigil's not as Darkwood took over.
Yeah. The only good stuff, this ghost drink, which you guys really should try before we go.
Says, tell you what, friend,
Yeah.
you look like you could use it. He just kind of thumps the bottle down. He says, take it.
Oh shit.
Don't
Yeah,
drink
take
that
the
all
bottle.
right now.
No, I'm just gonna take a shot every day whenever I feel like. That's great for fucking scouting as well. I mean, Barnaby wouldn't think he's just gonna just get pissed on it whenever he's upset. But that
It's never gonna do
another
anything
character-
useful.
He's never gonna do anything useful with it. But another character can totally use that to scout. Yeah, keeping that.
Yeah, it's basically, it's about enough for 6 good
6 doses
doses,
of,
as it were.
out of body experience for a minute. Or
Yeah, essentially it's like astral projection, but you don't project fully the astral plane. You're kind of
Yeah.
in between.
you're just wandering around the ghost plane or whatever. Was it ethereal?
Exactly. Like if you went to your parents' grave, get yelled at about all your failures.
Oh,
Wow.
well, I know what's on our agenda.
Hey, let's go to. What's a good grave we could go to? Oh, I want to go to where that Minotaur died. Drink it, be like, hey, dude, remember me?
Thank
Got
you
my
guys for
money back.
playing. We'll be back tomorrow with Mark Wanderers, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then Monday we've got the superstars of the apocalypse. And Wednesday we have Advent in Ataraxis! Exclamation.
Emphasis on the soup.
Yes.
Although I
Much soup.
can't play this Wednesday for Ataraxis. I don't know if we're.
Oh, okay. Then probably we'll push it to the next week. But anyway,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out then. But thank you guys for watching, and good night.
Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.
Mhm. Bye.